Trust in Blue Seal for your fuel, tire, and service needs is truly appreciated. It's your loyalty that has fueled their commitment to excellence for over 80 years. From the entire team at Blue Seal Petroleum, thank you for choosing them. They're here for you always. When you need them, call Blue Seal in DeWitt at 870-946-2281. And for Stuttgart, call 870-673-3126.
And we welcome you back to Simmons Bank Stadium on the campus of Central Arkansas Christian High School for Stuttgart Ricebird football. I'm Lynn Keller, sitting alongside my good friend and broadcast partner Brent Whitman, and we are glad to have you joining us tonight as the Ricebirds compete in their second of 3 non-conference games. Of course, the Ricebirds got off on a good foot last week, Brent, with a big win over a good Lone Oak Jackrabbit team. Birds managed to pull it out, hang on, and won 24-20, but they trailed for just about all of the first half and then tied it up just before the first half was over.
Yeah, they did. They got a block on a short Lone Oak field goal, and then a couple plays later, QT Johnson takes it 80 yards for the touchdown, and that was really we got the momentum, I think, shifted, in favor of the Birds.
It really did, and boy, tip your hat, though, to Lone Oak. They played a great game all night long. Yeah. They took an early 7-0 lead just before the end of the first quarter, and Taekwon Hall came back and with 11-yard touchdown to even the score at 7. But between that, Ricebirds had several things happen. They took the opening kick, had a 3-and-out, had a good Hayden Prime punt that really flipped the field position. The Rabbits marched back down the field. Then they turned it over on downs at the Stuttgart 11. After another 3-and-out, we had a punt that wasn't very good. And then Lone Oak penalties created some problems for themselves. They were kind of their own worst enemy there for just a bit. But the Ricebirds did get a good clutch reception from Hayden Prime early in the second quarter, and on a good drive, that's when they got Taekwon Hall to take it in 11 yards. Then at the 4:52 mark of the second quarter, Dylan Dean hit Darius Jeffrey with a 20-yard, I'm going to call it a pass. I'm really not going to call it a completion.
Yeah, it was very questionable. Now, I give the referee some leeway because it did look like he was going to catch it initially, but when he hit the ground and rolled over, the ball came out, but they still gave Lone Oak the touchdown.
They did, and, of course, you don't argue with it. You keep going, and the Ricebirds did just that very same thing. And then, as you mentioned then, Brent, with 55 seconds to go in the second quarter, that's when Kane Price hit the little screen pass to QT Johnson. He takes it that 80 yards. And with Dawson McKelvey's PAT, we were knotted up at 14 at the half. And you made a good point at the time, Brent, about Lone Oak with the ball moving, and they've moved it well, and they get down.
Yeah, running the ball.
And they get down in the Ricebird red zone on 4th down and 3, and go for a field goal.
Yeah, and their kicker all night wasn't that good either.
Right.
So, they keep running it there and score, and then they get the ball to start the third quarter. They could have really had the Ricebirds behind the 8 ball there.
Oh, yeah, it could have been down by several touchdowns.
Yeah.
But as it was, the Ricebirds go into the half tied at 14. They take their first lead of the ball game in the third quarter. Now, the Ricebirds also got a break as well, or maybe they forced the break, but on a high kickoff on the second half, Lone Oak fumbled it, and Ricebirds recovered.
Yeah, they did, but the Ricebirds gave it back to them later.
They sure did. And you see those things kind of trade out, and that was the case there. Then Kane Price ran it in from 7 yards out early in the fourth quarter, still 11:56 to go in the game. The Ricebirds now up by 2 scores with Dawson McKelvey's PAT, and then Lone Oak comes back at 3:24 mark. They go in from 4 yards out. The extra point was no good, and, boy, that was a huge miss on that extra point.
Yes, it was. It kept it at a 4-point, spread there, keeps Lone Oak from even trying a field goal at the end.
Dawson McKelvey ultimately was the difference in the night with 3 extra points and a field goal.
Yeah, he's a real weapon this year. He's looking stronger than ever, and he's a good one for us.
There's no question about that. Some great play also from the other Ricebirds that were Coach Price's players of the week, including number 0, Cordero Berry on defense. He got a pick late in the game there as well.
Yeah, he did.
And then number 74, Dagan Duncan, was the offensive player of the game with the great work that he had on the line.
Yeah, David Duncan playing both ways a little bit there, and Cordero Berry would have been my player of the game, I think, last week.
Yeah, and also you got to give props to Bo Barnes. What a great game Bo had.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think he batted down 2 or 3 passes there, and and that was a Lone Oak team that I don't think I gave enough credit to. I think they were better than what I thought they were, so that was a big win last week.
It really was. Let's take a quick look at some of the stats, some of the highlights, Brent, from last week's game.
As we mentioned, QT Johnson, only 2 catches for 90 yards, but that big 80-yard touchdown run right there before halftime. Kane Price, maybe an un-Kane Price type game. 8 out of 15 for 159 and a touchdown. I think we'll see much better from Kane this week. Hayden Prine with 3 catches for 37 yards, but boy, there were some big catches. And Taquan Hall, the sophomore, 9 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
Yep. Absolutely. And, Brent, they always say that the most improvement is made between the first and second week. So you got to think, as you mentioned, for example, Kane, maybe some little bit better decisions and so forth. It's going to be a good night for him in all likelihood.
Yeah, it is. I think so. And with some of the players shifted around, maybe some on defense, like I read, Coach Price saying, maybe they'll do a little better as well. And I don't think we're going to see that strong up the middle run game from CAC like we saw last week at Lone Oak.
I think you're right, and I think they're going to be throwing it around a lot more than they did last year too.
Absolutely,
they were primarily run oriented last year.
Yeah, they were. And Stuttgart came away with that big 41-7 win. Now last week against DeWitt, that game was tied 8-8. At halftime, then the Dragons kind of pulled away some of the second half. But they're going to spread it out, and they're going to throw it all over the field tonight.
Let's take a look real quick at tonight's opponent, the CAC Mustangs. They were 3-8 a year ago, 5th in the 2-4A conference, but they made it to the first round of the state playoffs where they lost to Warren 35-13. Now there's a 3-7 team made the playoffs, and the Ricebirds 5-5 stayed on.
Yeah. You know what? that is strictly the difference in the conferences there.
You're exactly right. CAC was preseason picked 4th in their conference this year behind Little Rock Mills, Lone Oak, and Heber Springs. Now they're 0-1 this season. Brent mentioned a little bit earlier after last Friday's home loss to DeWitt, 38-15. Coach J.D. Plumley is in his second year after coming over from Malvern, where he won a state championship. He has 4 offensive and 6 defensive starters back from last year, and heading into fall practice, there were 2 sophomores calling signals for this season, including the coach's son, Jackson Plumley, 5'11", 175 pounds. Cooper Mosley, 6 foot, 140 pounds, is another possibility at quarterback. Now, Mosley played some varsity ball at the end of last season, completed both of his only pass attempts. Plumley, however, was 87, 143 passing for 1,289 yards and 9 touchdowns. Now, if he doesn't line up at quarterback, he can play anywhere, according to his father. Now, I'm not sure who will be taking the snaps tonight, maybe both. The junior high last night used more than 1 quarterback, so that's certainly a system that they're familiar with. Look for the CAC quarterback that played against Stuttgart last season, junior Connor Taylor, to line up at running back and slot receiver. The coach wants to get the ball into his hands so he can use his 4.6 speed. At quarterback last season against Stuttgart, he was 11 of 22 passing for 135 yards, 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. Rushing, he had 7 carries for 7 yards, including 4 carries for negative yards. Senior team captain Landon Allen's 5'10", 180 pounds, has 4.7 speed, and look for him to line up in the backfield, sharing time with classmate Aaron Weiner, 5'10", 150 pounds. Allen's also a sprinter for the track team. Now, the leading target receiving is junior Brody Vantelborg, 6'2", 180 pounds. Last season, he caught 35 passes for 440 yards and 4 touchdowns, but none against Stuttgart. Coach likes his size and says that he has great hands. Up front, all-conference junior Jackson Allen, 6'4", 285 pounds, is a 3-year starter at left tackle, and he started as a freshman. Coach Plumley called him the captain of their line. On defense, you got to be impressed with senior all-conference end Damian Wicker, 5'10", 170 pounds. A year ago, he had 49 tackles, including 5 for loss and 2 sacks. He also recovered 2 fumbles and showed his strength as the state's 165-pound wrestling champion. He may slide over to linebacker tonight as well. Now, the Birds and the Mustangs, Brent, first played in 2012 in the Arts Activity Association Kickoff Classic. That was the first game in the state that year, and the Birds won 49-22. They played again the next year in the same format. CAC won 48-40. Now, beginning in 2014, CAC moved into the 2-4A conference, and the game became the final game of the regular season for both of these two teams. CAC won in 2014 and 2015. The Birds reeled off 3 straight from 16 to 18, losing in 2019, but won the next 2. CA moved out of the 2-4A conference in 2022 for 2 years, and then moved back in last year when the Birds moved out and went to the 8-4A conference. Now, these two teams then scheduled each other in non-conference, and the Birds won last year 41-7. Tonight will be the 12th meeting all time, and the Rice Birds lead the series 7-4.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get sometimes from these private schools. So many players come in and go out each year, so you just kind of have to wait and see. But, we did watch a little bit of film on them from last week, and they do like to spread out and, throw it around. They were doing a lot of empty sets in the backfield as well, so the Rice Bird D-backs will have their hands full tonight.
No question about that. Here comes the CAC Mustangs out of their run-through. We're just a few minutes away from the kickoff of tonight's game. CAC coming through a nice run-through of their fans and students, coming out of a big purple and white helmet. Here come the Stuttgart Rice Birds out of their run-through. Impressive, chasing the cheerleaders that have the SHS flags. The Rice Birds will be dressed tonight in their road white jerseys, got the sharp maroon pants, maroon helmets that have the Flying Bird logo on one side, their jersey number on the other side. The CAC Mustangs, purple jerseys with gold pants and gold helmets. Again, we said the field here is grass, and it looks like it's in great shape, Brent.
Yes, it does. It's got a nice crown on it, very green, not any wear on it at all. It almost looks like field turf out there.
It really does, and for a distance, it certainly does. We're set tonight here for a great game. I want to thank you for listening to the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Rice Bird pregame show. Freemeyer's located on 2nd and Main. They've got the brands that you know and love, and, of course, with a great hometown service after the sale and price match guarantee. Why go anywhere else? Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus, proud sponsor of the Rice Bird pregame show. CAC is going to receive the opening kick, and they're going to be defending the goal to the north. The field here lays north and south. Again, we're parallel to Interstate 430. We can see the heavy traffic in the background, and Brent and I are facing east here, still waiting for the Rice Birds to take the field. So it's time for the battle cry. The field is green, the stripes are white, and we're ready for some non-conference Rice Bird football on this Friday night.
And when you mentioned the Rice Birds with their white jerseys and maroon pants, and that is a strategic move by Coach Price when he's playing on grass, because they are much easier to clean.
Excellent point, Brent. You're exactly right. I remember after the game at Helena last year in the Mud Bowl, I think he bought every bit of laundry detergent in the city of Stuttgart.
But they look good with those pants on.
They do. It's sharp. It's a sharp look. Maroon numbers against that white jersey looks good. Dawson McKelvey's got it teed up. He gets the whistle. He moves up, puts his foot into it, end-over-end kick, and we are underway over the head of everybody on CAC side. It goes into the end zone. How about that shot from Dawson McKelvey?
Yeah, fantastic kickoff there. Went over the head of the Mustang return man. That was number 9, Hudson Ritchie, made it into the end zone.
All right, CAC will have it first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line as they gather around Coach Plumley on the near sideline. They break the huddle and head to the line of scrimmage. Lining up at quarterback will be number 5, Jackson Plumley. That is the coach's son. Empty backfield, 4 wide outs. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Fires it out quickly in the flats. Got a blocker out. He's complete to number 9. He's going to get out all the way to the 30-yard line, close to a first down on the reception. Hudson Ritchie.
Yeah, he's going to have, I think he's touching the 30. Yes, he's just going to have a first down. Good blocking out there from their wide receivers out wide.
Defending out here for the Rice Birds, Brylan Hogan, number 19. Now, single back, standing to the left, the quarterback, handoff to him, looking for a little room, dancing through the line, using his blockers, and gets a nice gain out to about the 38-yard line. On the carry, number 12, Eli Cash for the CAC Mustangs.
And it was a nice gain on first down. He's going to have almost 8. We'll give him 7 on first down, so 2 plays and 17 yards for the Mustangs.
Got a little tempo going as well,
yep,
Brent.
They do.
Right in the center of the field, moving from the left to the right, from the north to the south. CAC quarterback takes the snap, rolls to his right, looking, now tucks, getting some pressure, fires across the middle, got a man at midfield, and gets into Ricebird territory. On the reception, I believe, was number 9,
Yeah, 9.
Hudson Ritchie, his second reception, I believe, of the night.
Yeah, 2 catches, 22 yards, and the Mustangs move into Ricebird territory.
Ricebird defense going to have to dig in. CAC with their game plan from the near hash mark, sends 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Slot on the left. And a lot of pressure on the quarterback, but he averts it and gets out and slides down at about the 42-yard line. Started his slide at the 43. We'll see where the official is going to mark it, and they are going to mark it at the 43-yard line. Lots of pressure coming from the near side from Cordero Berry.
Yeah, he blitzed from his D-back spot. The quarterback saw that, though, thankfully for him, and he made it around the left end for 5 yards.
Boy, Jackson Plumley showing some speed, Brent.
Yeah.
Empty backfield, takes a snap, straight back to pass, looking, now being chased, and the pocket is going to collapse. He is going to end up with a couple of positive yards, gets the ball down to about the 41-yard line. It's going to bring up now 3rd down and 3 for CAC on their opening drive of the game.
And Knox Hillman that time wrapped up Plumley before he was able to get the first down, 3rd down and 3.
Knox Hillman, of course, playing with, I believe, a broken finger,
Yeah,
a
I think
broken
so.
bone in his hand. Yeah. Anyway, he's got that thing covered up and taped up. And let me tell you what, Knox came to play. Empty backfield for CAC. 3 wide outs to the right. Going to just dump it off a little screen pass. It is complete, and the receiver slips down at the 42-yard line for a loss of 1. It's going to bring up now 4th down and 4 for CAC from the Stuttgart 42-yard line.
Brylan Hogan was bearing down on the receiver hard that time, and he was going to try to make a move there, and he just slipped down. It's going to be a loss of about a yard on the play.
4 down territory for the CAC Mustangs, and they've been moving the ball well on this opening drive of the ball game. Quarterback with 1 back standing to his left. Takes a little screen pass out. He's got it complete, but the Ricebird defender is right there to cut his legs out from under him, and the Ricebirds will take over on downs. On the defense for the Ricebirds, number 14, Jordan Miner came up there, Brent, and cut his legs out.
Boy,
from
he
under
did.
him.
Fantastic play there. Jordan Miner, just when the receiver caught the ball, that was number 12, Eli Cash. He tried to turn upfield, and Miner was right there, and it's going to be another loss on the play of a yard and a Ricebird first down.
9:07 to go, opening quarter, no score. Here come the Ricebirds from the sideline to the line of scrimmage, from the far hash mark, moving from the right to the left. Your Stuttgart Ricebirds in their maroon pants and helmets, white jerseys with maroon numbers. 2 wide outs to the left, fires out in the flats. Go, and the Ricebird receiver dropped it.
Yeah, Jeremiah Jackson that time was looking upfield, I think, just a little bit early.
He was.
He was trying to pick up his blockers, and he had some room out there, just didn't secure the catch.
Just a little mental mistake there. Here come the Ricebirds again from the far hash mark. Line of scrimmage is their own 44-yard line. Good field position here for the Ricebirds' first possession. 2 wide outs to the left. Kane Price takes, hands off to the back of the backfield. Got some running room across midfield. Slips by 1 tackler, 45-40, 35, walking down the sidelines, 30, and he stepped out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Official right behind him saw him, and he was trying to do the tightrope, Brent, but he just couldn't keep one of those feet in bounds.
Yeah, Taekwon Hall on the carry that time just tried to tightrope it down and make it into the end zone, but a big gain on the play, and the Ricebirds are in business here at the 31.
Good job by that Ricebird offensive line. McDagan Duncan out there on the left tackle. Those guys did a nice job giving him a little bit of room, and he did all the rest of the work himself. 1st down and 10 for the Ricebirds from the CAC 31-yard line. Kane Price, the quarterback. Now he moves the back from the right to the left. Calling signals, takes, going to fire it out complete on the far side, across the 30, 25, 20 on the far sideline, brought down over there by number 2, Brody Vantelborg. But let's see, Brent, on the reception, that
was Bray Covington Miner, number 18.
10th grader for the Ricebirds. Ricebirds quickly with tempo, back to the line. From about the 13-yard line of the CAC Mustangs. One back, standing to the right of the quarterback. Kane Price with 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. 1 to the right is way outside the numbers. Handoff right up into the line. Digging and plowing his way inside the 10-yard line down to about the 9. He runs into big number 75, Jackson Allen. We talked about him in the pregame, 6'3", 240-pounder. Looks like a college player out there. 3 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field. Single back standing to the left of Price is the quarterback. 7:56 to go, opening quarter. This is the Ricebirds' first possession of the ball game. Takes, fakes, keeps it on himself, and fakes a pass out and gets down inside the 5, all the way down, let's say, to about the 3-yard line. Kane Price on the carry.
Yeah, Kane Price with the fake handoff and then the fake pass that time. Took it around the left end and takes it just inside the 3. First down and goal for the Ricebirds.
Taquan Hall was in the backfield with him. That was his first fake. Here come the Ricebirds. From the 3-yard line, Kane Price waiting the snap, takes, hands off, and going to be met right at the line of scrimmage is number 11, Jeremiah Thomas. Nothing doing there. Going to be a loss of about a yard on the play, back to about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, good penetration by the Mustang line. 2 linemen right there to grab Thomas.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Great job. They are going to set the ball at the 4-yard line. Ricebirds now will be looking at 2nd down and goal to go from the CAC 4. Just underway, 7:02 to go, opening quarter. Ricebirds' first possession of the ball game. Kane Price takes a snap, fakes, going to fire it into the end zone, incomplete, trying to get it into the hands of number 9, Bo Barnes, and just a little too much heat on it, Brent.
Absolutely, yeah.
He was threading the needle.
He was. He threw a fastball that time, and Barnes just couldn't get his hands on it and pull it in. Yeah, just a little too much mustard on it. That time it's going to bring up 3rd down and go from the 4.
Ricebirds need a touchdown here. Don't want to march it down inside that 5-yard line with a first down and come away without a touchdown. So here come the Birds. Kane Price with 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Takes a snap, rolling to his right. He's looking. Now he dumps it into the end zone, complete. Touchdown, Ricebirds.
Number 17, Caden Sims on the reception. That time Kane rolled out to his right and just kept looking, and Sims found a little opening. Price found Caden Sims for the Ricebird touchdown.
6:48 to go, opening quarter, and the Ricebirds strike first. Dawson McKelvey on to attempt the extra point.
Dawson McKelvey out of the Keaton Byers hold.
Bo Barnes, the snapper. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and that thing is going to land in Maumelle. It is good, and the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the CAC Mustangs 7-0, 6:48 to go, opening quarter. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
For more than 150 years, Lyon College has offered exceptional opportunities for Arkansas students and launched outstanding careers right here in the Natural State. Now the future is even brighter with the opening of our brand new football stadium on the Batesville campus and our new School of Dental Medicine in Little Rock. From our strong academic reputation and competitive athletics to our beautiful campus, Lyon is dedicated to preparing graduates who make a difference in Arkansas communities. Learn more at lyon.edu. Lyon College, a better world starting in Arkansas.
And we welcome you back to Simmons Bank Stadium on the campus of Central Arkansas Christian High School for Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Petrus with 2 locations, 19th and Main for Chevrolet and GMC, and out across from Max Prairie Wings for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Dawson McKelvey gets his foot into it, end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken back at about the 10-yard line, and then back out across the 20 is just about going to do it, and the Ricebirds wrestle down the return man, number 3, Connor Taylor. Connor Taylor, Brent, was the quarterback for CAC against the Ricebirds last year.
Wow, yeah, Connor. With not a bad return that time. Pretty good coverage as well by the Ricebirds. Caven Bryant on the tackle, so 1st down and 10 for CAC at their own 24 on their 2nd possession.
Moving from the left to the right. Purple jerseys, gold helmets, and pants. Handoff inside. Ricebirds right there. What a nice play defensively by number 29, Caven Bryant for the Birds.
Absolutely. It's going to be a loss of about a yard there, and the Ricebirds are are really blitzing hard so far tonight, and Caven Bryant that time wrapped up the running back. It's going to be a loss of 1.
Was that Cash on the carry?
Yeah,
number 12, Eli Cash for the Mustangs. Mustangs are going to send 2 wideouts to the left in a stacked formation, 2 to the right, same way. Back to pass, looking, fires, and he's got a man wide open at the 40-yard line of CAC. Ricebirds recover nicely. Coming up to make the stop is QT Johnson. But goodness gracious, they left the receiver wide open on this near side.
They sure did. That was number 80, Hoover Brogdon. They are all the way out to midfield now.
Ball touching the midfield stripe. 5:53 to go opening quarter. This is the second possession for the Central Arkansas Christian Mustangs. Ricebirds have had it once, and they scored on that. They lead 7-0. Quick handoff inside on the carry, number 12. Boy, he breaks a tackle, breaks another one. Now he's trying to get outside, and he is going to be hammered over there, but not until he gets a first down. What a run. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, he broke 3 or 4 tackles that time. He was hit right at the line of scrimmage, but just kept going. He's going to pick up 11 yards in the first down.
Eli Cash on the carry, and several Ricebirds in on the stop over there. The first one really I think that kind of slowed him up was number 5, Keaton Byers, but he had to have some help to get him finished off. Moves the ball to the Ricebird 39-yard line. First down, 10 for CAC. Empty backfield. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback rolling to his right, getting some pressure from Cordero Berry. Fires out into the flats, incomplete. Intended receiver was Eli Cash, number 12, and covered out there by number 19, Brylan Hogan for the Ricebirds.
Yep. Plumlee that time was under some heavy pressure and just threw it right behind Cash. Cash couldn't get turned around in time enough to make the catch. So second down, 10.
From the far hash mark, once again, moving from the left to the right, which is the north to the south here at Simmons Bank Stadium on the campus of Central Arkansas Christian High School in North Little Rock. Slot on the left, empty backfield. Quarterback takes it. He's going to keep it. Just going to get into the line, and that's going to about be it. Well, let's say maybe a little forward progress of maybe a yard in there, but just the center of the Ricebird line just devoured him in there, led by number 62, Carmelo Minner for the Ricebirds.
Yep, third down and 9 here for the Mustangs.
3 wideouts to the right, which is the wide side of the field. 1 to the left, slot on the right. Quarterback takes a snap, rolls to his right, fires. He's got a man complete inside the Ricebird 30, inside the 25. Brought down over there for the Ricebirds by number 6, Jawan Terry. But another nice reception, and that, I believe, was 80, yes. Hoover Brogdon.
Yeah, Brogdon just finding a little opening there, and Plumlee hit him right on the numbers, and a big pickup on third down.
Plumlee impressive here in the first couple of possessions for the CAC Mustangs here tonight, Brent.
Yeah, yes, he's thrown well and ran the ball well so far tonight.
Brody Vantelborg along with Hudson Ritchie split wide to the left. Quarterback back to pass, dumps it off, a little screen pass, and he's going to be wrestled down by the Ricebirds number 44, Knox Hillman.
The Ricebirds are really trying to blitz and not give Plumlee a lot of time, but I'll tell you what, he hasn't needed much time. He's been getting rid of the ball pretty quick.
He really has.
Tonight.
He really has. He is a sophomore. He is, of course, the coach's son. Now they're going to send Hoover Brogdon along with Brody Vantelborg out to the left. Quarterback takes a snap. Now there's a whistle before the snap. It's going to be a false start against CAC. So this will back them up 5. This will negate that nice gain on first down. So it's going to be back to second down and 10. Now they're going to set the ball down at the Ricebird 25-yard line. And that's where Central Arkansas Christian will snap it from the near hash mark.
4:01 remaining in the first quarter. Ricebirds with the 7-0 lead, but CAC has a nice drive going here.
Ricebird stopped them on downs on their first drive. Similar spot on the field. Plumlee, quarterback, takes a snap. Back to pass. Going to be picked off with the Ricebirds at the 15. Back across the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Midfield and into CAC territory before he's brought down. Cordero Berry.
Cordero Berry with his second INT on the year, and he read that one all the way, Lynn, and picked it off at about the 20. Made it all the way down to to midfield, and a big play there by the Wrightsburg defense stops CAC on their second possession, and the Birds have good field position here.
They do. Birds 1 yard inside CAC territory from their 49-yard line, right in front of Brent and I's broadcast position. Here come the Wrightsburgs to the line of scrimmage. Empty backfield. Kane Price, the quarterback. He's got 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. He's surveying the line of scrimmage. Takes a snap, fires it out in the flats, got his man, complete. Going to be a short gain on the receptions. Number 4, Jamarion Horde for the Wrightsburgs.
He's going to have 4 yards on first down.
Zachary Bissett, number 24, on the stop for CAC. Second down, 6 coming up from the 45-yard line of the Mustangs. 3 wide outs to the right, wide side of the field. 1 back standing to the left, Price the quarterback. He stands up, looks to the sideline. Takes a snap. Fires across the middle, got his man complete, and that's going to be good for a first down on the reception. Jamarion Horde, number 4.
Yeah, he's going to have about 9 yards on that one, yeah. And a Wrightsburg first down. Kane fired it in there to him, and Horde with the sure hands.
And he had to go down to make the catch, so there was no tackle on that. I guess you'd call that self-tackleization.
Yep.
Wrightsburg's now from the far hash mark, moving from the right to the left, from the south to the north. Sends a man in motion from the right. Back to pass, looking, got a little room. Now fires across the middle. Oh, and it's dropped. Goodness gracious, he wants that one back. Caden Sims.
Yeah, Caden Sims found an opening there right in the middle of the defense, and the ball went right through his hands. I think he was getting ready to cut up field and just unable to come down with it.
We used to say he was picking his dance before he hauled the ball in.
Yep.
Here come the Birds, second down and 10 from the 36-yard line of the Central Arkansas Christian Mustangs. Single back standing to the left of Price. Now he looks to the left. He's got 2 wide outs out there. Takes a snap. Fakes to the running back. Now he's going to keep it around the right side himself, and there's just nothing there. Takes a little bit of a shot, but no foul on the far side over there. He's going to lose a couple. Going to back it up. Excuse me, Brent. Going to back it up, be third down and about 12.
Yeah, that play there didn't look good from the start. He kind of had a fake handoff to Hall, but I think they kind of got in each other's way.
Here come the Birds. They're going to send 3 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field. From the far hash mark, here come the Birds. Oh, and a little jump. There's got to be an offsides there. Finally, we get a flag in there. A little hard count got CAC into that neutral zone, and they made contact. Oh, they're going to call that against the Wrightsburgs.
Wow.
Holy mackerel.
I didn't see that.
Boy, I didn't see that either, and we got a real good view down that line of scrimmage, too.
We do.
All right, it's going to back them up 5, so it's going to bring up now 3rd and 17 from back at the 44-yard line. Price waits the snap, takes it just straight back, looking, dumps it off, a little screen, got his man, 45-40, still on his feet, and going to get down to about the 36-yard line, well short of a first down, back to about the initial line of scrimmage for this series of downs.
Yeah, Taekwon Hall that time, and boy, if he could have just jumped back to the right, to the outside, he had a lot of grass there, but just couldn't quite make it out there.
He ran into that Damian Wicker. Now,
Yep.
Damian Wicker talked about him, Brent. That's a strong dude. He is the state champion wrestling in his weight category.
There you go.
Here we go on 4th down. Kane Price being chased out of the pocket, looking, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds on the far sideline, short of a first down, so the Wrightsburgs are going to turn it over on downs. CAC will take over with 1:57 to go here in the first quarter, with the Wrightsburgs leading 7-0.
Yeah, he was going to pick up about 6 yards, but well short of the first down there. He got some pressure pretty quick coming through the line, and it flushed Kane out of the pocket and couldn't find anybody downfield.
All right, Wrightsburg defense already out on the field. CAC offense breaks the huddle with Coach Plumley here on the near side. 2 wide outs to the right. That's going to be number 2, Brandy Ventelborg, and number 9, Hudson Ritchie. Split wide to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. High snap to the quarterback, but he gets it down, and he gets it handed off. And, nice little jitterbug run by number 12, Eli Cash. Just kind of sidestepping defenders. Moves the ball out about a yard shy of a first down.
Yeah, he's going to have 9. That was QT Johnson on the tackle. QT is in at safety now for the Ricebirds.
Here come the Mustangs. 2nd down and 1. Quarterback Plumlee takes a snap, fires out. He's got his man complete, sidesteps a defender at about the 45 and gets out across the 45 and has a first down for the Mustangs out at the CAC 46-yard line.
He's going to pick up about 7. That was Hudson Ritchie, his 3rd catch of the night, 29 yards.
Hoover Brogdon split far to the left along with Hudson Ritchie. Single wide out to the near side is Brody Vantelborg. Plumlee, again, another high snap, but he gets it down, gets it handed off to number 12, Eli Cash. He gets it just across the midfield stripe, and then a pile of Ricebird defenders pushing back, kind of led in there by number 29, Caven Bryant.
He's going to have about 4, bring up 2nd down 6. We're just under a minute here in the first quarter.
About a 1.5 feet inside of Ricebird territory. Clock running here. Everybody on CAC side looking to the sideline here. They hold up one of those big play boards. If you watch a lot of college, you're familiar with that. Plumlee, screen pass, incomplete, overthrows his intended receiver, number 1. Sorry, I don't have number 1 on my chart.
Yeah, he had a lot of room to run that time. He did. But just couldn't come down with that. The ball was overthrown, but Plumlee that time was under some pressure from several Ricebirds.
He was a little kind of hard to see over some of his linemen there too. Got
right.
Big number 75 in there, that Jackson Allen. We talked about him in the pregame. 2 receivers to the right in a stacked formation. A slot on the right, single back standing to the right of the quarterback. He takes a snap, getting some pressure, fires, and it is complete. On the reception, number 2, Brody Vantelborg comes up and gives it that Heisman pose like he's really done something, but he did get a first down.
Yep, just enough for the first down as the clock's rolling here. We got 10 seconds left in the first quarter.
CAC is just standing there looking at it, and that is going to be the final play of the first quarter. So we've got 1 in the books. The Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Central Arkansas Christian Mustangs 7-0. We're back with second quarter action in 1 minute. You're listening to Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
Pico Foods says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
Buying or selling a home doesn't have to be stressful. Let Brothers Realty handle the hard work for you. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, Sandra Brothers and her team will walk you through the process, step by step. Visit their new location at 2006 South Main Street in Stuttgart or browse listings online at brothers-realty.com. Call 870-659-4218 and connect with them on Facebook and Instagram. Brothers Realty, making moves stress-free in Southeast Arkansas.
And welcome back to the start of the second quarter from Simmons Bank Stadium on the campus of Central Arkansas Christian High School in North Little Rock. It's Stuttgart Ricebird football, and on the first play of the second quarter, CAC quarterback hands off, and a gain of 5 into the line is going to move the ball down to the Stuttgart 38-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 5. Stuttgart leads CAC 7-0. 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Quarterback Plumlee straight back to pass, fires, got his man complete down at the 25. Oh, it's incomplete.
Yeah.
I thought he had him on the reception was number 9, Hudson Ritchie. Ritchie couldn't hang on, had a little pressure out there by the Ricebird defenders.
Yeah, he got his legs taken out from under him right about the same time that the ball got there, and he was unable to secure it. So 3rd down and 5 now for the Mustangs.
They send 3 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field from the far hash mark. Moving from the right to the left on your radio dial. Fires it deep across the middle. Got a man complete, and he is inside the Ricebird 10. Wrestled down there by number 5 for the Ricebirds, Keaton Byers, but a great pass and catch. The catch was Hudson Ritchie, number 9.
Yeah, he was wide open that time, right down the middle. Keaton Byers had to come over and make the tackle just to stop the touchdown.
First down goal to go now for the CAC Mustangs. Just underway, second quarter action. Stuttgart leads 7-0. CAC knocking on the door inside the Ricebird red zone. Toward the right hash mark with 2 wide outs to the left. Single back standing to the left, the quarterback. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to be dropped for a loss.
Yeah, the Ricebird blitz that time got there, and several Ricebirds in the Mustang backfield, and they dropped Plumlee for a loss.
LaDadrian Smith, number 78 for the Birds, along with number 14, Jordan Miner in the stop. And that is going to move the ball back outside the 10-yard line. Second down, goal to go from almost the 11-yard line. Here in the second quarter, CAC moving from the right to the left, which is from the south to the north. We are parallel here with I-430 in North Little Rock. Quarterback Plumlee takes, fires, got a man, and it is complete. No, it comes out. Oh, and the official's going to call that a catch, Brent.
Well, if it's a catch, then it should have been.
Then it's a fumble.
It should have been a fumble, unless he's calling him down before the ball came out. But I'm not sure that he ever
I'm not sure that he had it either.
No, but
defending out there was Caven Bryant, but it is complete down to the 1-yard line, so it's going to bring up now third down goal to go from the 1. Plumlee, quarterback, keeps it into the line, into the end zone, touchdown CAC.
Yeah, but big play on third down there as Plumlee hits Cash out of the backfield, and he holds on to the ball long enough to get tackled right at the 1, and then Plumlee takes it the final yard for the CAC score. We are an extra point away from this game being tied. Looks like it's number 18 for CAC, who is not on my roster, who's going to kick. Number 5, Jackson Plumlee, the quarterback, is the holder.
And he puts his foot into it, and it is no good. It is wide to the left, so the Stuttgart Ricebirds retain the lead. They lead the CAC Mustangs 7-6 with 9:44 to go here in the first half. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
College dreams come true at the University of Central Arkansas, especially now with the UCA commitment. This new program provides a debt-free pathway for tuition and fees for Arkansas students whose families earn $100,000 or less a year. And that impacts everything. It's fewer barriers and endless opportunities. Welcome to Bear Country. Learn more about the UCA commitment at uca.edu.
And we welcome you back to Simmons Bank Stadium on the campus of Central Arkansas Christian here in North Little Rock for Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Don't forget, 2 locations to serve you on 19th and Main Street for Chevrolet and GMC, and then out across from Max Prairie Wings for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Petrus Auto Group, I tell you, they got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. CAC will try to cover this kick as they get set to kick off to the Ricebirds for the first time tonight. Ricebirds not respecting his leg very much as their deep men are at about the 23-yard line. So we'll see what CAC does, and it's going to be a high, short kick. It's going to be taken at the 32. Keaton Byers breaks one tackle, breaks another one, trying to get outside. And he's going to be brought down at about the 39-yard line. Return of about 7 yards for Keaton, but I tell you, he was hit 3 or 4 times, Brent. Nice return.
Yes, he was. He was trying to get it outside on the far side there and take it down the sideline. He broke a couple tackles, but couldn't break the 4th one.
Birds will have it. Decent field position at their own 39-yard line. 9:36 to go in the first half. Stuttgart leads CAC 7-6 as we watch a full moon coming up over the east, or it appears to be a full moon. Man in motion from the right to the left. Here come the Ricebirds. 2 wide outs to the left. Back to pass. Kane Price fires across the middle. Got a man at midfield. Coming to the near side, 45, down to the 42-yard line on the reception for the Ricebirds, Jeremiah Jackson.
Yeah, Jeremiah Jackson right across the middle, and Kane fired a laser in there and hit him right in stride. Big gainer on first down.
I tell you what, Kane's got the barrels cocked for tonight. He has put some heat on these things.
He is. Here
come the Ricebirds from the near hash mark, moving from the left to the right, from the north to the south. On this grass field, only one the Ricebirds will play on this year in the regular season. Take, hand off, into the line. Boy, look at him keeping his feet. Oh, my goodness, what a run all the way down to the 21-yard line on the carry for the Ricebirds, number 42, Taekwon Hall.
Yeah, 21 yards at that time, and a nice hard run from Hall. He is so tough to bring down.
Ricebirds quickly into CAC territory. Kane Price sends 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Single back standing to the right of Price. Now Price looks to the sideline. CAC coaches trying to make some adjustments as well. Taekwon Hall lined up to the right of Price. Takes, hands off to him. Got a little seam on the left side, and he's inside the 20 all the way down. Let's see, inside the 15. Let's see where the official marks it.
A gain of about 7, and, boy, there was a huge hole on the left side that time.
They're marking it right at the 15-yard line. So the Ricebirds in the CAC red zone. Ball's in the center of the field. Kane now looks up and gets a flag. They're going to call it.
Yeah, I believe Taekwon flinched just a little bit that time. I think when Kane moved to took the play, Hall kind of flinched just a little bit.
And the official with a white hat tossed a flag. Backs the Ricebirds up 5, back to the 20-yard line on the CAC end. Man in motion out of the backfield. Takes, fires out in the flats. Got his man complete on a screen pass, but good coverage by CAC out there. Looks like for CAC, number 8, Jonathan Sheehy.
Yeah, it was Hayden Prine on that catch. Only going to get about a yard. Fantastic coverage.
3rd down, and looks like about 7.
Yeah. Yep, a long 6, short 7. 7:34 left to go in the first half.
Here come the Birds. The wide side of the field is the near side with 2 wide outs there. Kane's looking to the left. Looks, he fires, and this was going to be picked off. And
a flag.
We do have a flag
on
over
the near
here
side. Yeah. Yeah, that time Kane attempted the little fake out, and then Prine turned it up, and Kane didn't put any air under that ball at all, and there was a Mustang D-back waiting right there, but let's see what the flag's going to be.
Hudson Ritchie was the back that came up with the interception.
It's going to be on the Ricebirds, illegal formation, so the INT will stick.
It's picked off inside the Ricebird 5-yard line, so CAC is going to be backed up. Let's see if the Ricebird defense can hold them down here. CAC has moved the ball well here in this contest so far tonight.
Yes, they have. Yeah, already 113 yards passing for Plumlee.
From the far hash mark, here come the CAC Mustangs. Quarterback standing in the end zone. Takes, hands off, running room, and he might take this to the house.
He might. No,
40, 45, 50, 40, 30. Birds aren't going to catch him.
No, they're not.
This is going to be a 98-yard touchdown.
Yeah, Eli Cash broke through the line, and there was nothing
Not
there.
A soul.
Nothing there but green grass in front of him.
Not a soul over there for the Ricebirds, and he took advantage of it, and he gives CAC the lead.
Yeah, the Ricebirds have really been trying to blitz there tonight, and the only problem with that is when you don't get there, something's going to be wide open, and the middle of the field was wide open for Eli Cash, 98 yards.
And they'll go for 2 as they miss their extra point on their first score. Of course, the line of scrimmage will be the 3-yard line for a 2-point conversion attempt. And we got a little razzle-dazzle, and it's going to be fired back to the quarterback. Going to end up with it on a double reverse. Pass is good, and CAC has taken a 7-point lead over the Stuttgart Ricebirds. They lead it 14-7. We'll be back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Are you tired of unreliable internet service? Do you constantly run over your data plan? Are you having trouble getting internet service where you live? With TechStream high-speed internet, you'll get consistent high speeds and low latency that doesn't stop at city limits. TechStream high-speed internet is perfect for homes, small and large businesses, farmers, and hunting clubs. You'll be able to stream, game, and surf with no interruptions. Servicing Arkansas, Lone Oak, Prairie, Jefferson, and Lincoln counties. TechStream is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet solution. Call toll-free 866-268-0101 or visit techstream.net.
Welcome back to Simmons Bank Stadium on the campus of Central Arkansas Christian High School in North Little Rock for Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Petrus Auto Group, they got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Central Arkansas Christian has taken the lead. Here's a little sky kick. It's going to be taken by Bo Barnes at the 40-yard line and just goes straight down with it. So the Ricebirds are going to have good field position with 7:05 to go here in the first half. Ricebirds trail CAC 14-7.
They're right about the same place they started their last possession and put together a pretty good drive before the Kane Price interception at the 2-yard line.
Here come the Ricebirds from the sideline to the line of scrimmage. On the near hash mark, 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Single back standing to the left of Price, the quarterback. Calls for it, takes, hands off. A little bit of running room around this end, and stepping out of bounds at the 45-yard line is the ball carrier for the Ricebirds, Taekwon Hall.
Yeah, Taekwon Hall, 6 yards on that carry. Hall has ran well tonight. 5 carries, 63 yards.
Second down 4 coming up for the Ricebirds from their own 45-yard line, from the near hash mark. 3 wide outs to the left. Single back. Kane airs it out. He's got a man wide open. It is completed to 10-5. Touchdown, Ricebirds! Wide open, QT Johnson.
Well, Lynn, on that play, I think Kane had his pick of wide receivers because number 17, Caden Sims, was wide open on the right side. I saw
you pointing there.
Yeah, I saw him. He was wide open, but boy, QT was even more wide open on the far side, and Kane hit him in stride. And boy, the Ricebirds are a point away from tying this game up. 55 yards on the throw and catch, and you couldn't have drawn it up any easier right there.
Dawson McKelvey on to attempt the extra point. Low snap, but a good hold, and the kick is up, and it is good. And we are tied at 14. The Stuttgart Ricebirds and the CAC Mustangs. We're back with more second quarter action on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network. Back in 30 seconds.
Hi, it's Kim Bethay. Did you know that Coker Hampton Drug Company and Gift Shop, serving downtown Stuttgart for nearly 100 years, is more than just a store? We're deeply committed to our community, supporting schools, youth sports, churches, and other organizations year-round. When you choose Coker Hampton, you're not just making a purchase, you're supporting a legacy of community care. Your support at 218 South Main in downtown Stuttgart strengthens the bond we have our community. Thank you for making a difference with Coker Hampton Drug Company and Gift Shop.
And we welcome you back to North Little Rock, site of tonight's non-conference matchup between the Stuttgart Ricebirds and the CAC Mustangs. Stuttgart Ricebirds have just scored to tie the game up. Dawson McKelvey's PAT knotted it all at 14. We got a good one here on the banks of the Arkansas River. Dawson McKelvey puts his foot into it. It's going to be a high end over end kick, and they call for a fair catch at about the 32-yard line, and that's where CAC will put it in play.
What dueling big plays here for touchdown. CAC with the 98-yard Eli Cash touchdown run, and then about 2 plays later, QT Johnson from Kane Price, 55 yards on the throw and catch, and we are all knotted up here at 14, 6:49 left.
Ricebird defense like to dig in and get a turnover here or at least get a stop.
Yep.
That's been kind of tough to do tonight. CAC, under the direction of their quarterback Plumley, has done a nice job moving the ball. Plumley takes a snap, rolling to his left. He's looking, he fires, and it is intercepted by the Ricebirds if he is inbounds.
Yes,
Let's
he's
see.
inbounds. He's inbounds, Lynn.
Yes, it is a pick as the Stuttgart Ricebirds get it right back on a turnover.
Keaton Byers, that time 2 or 3 Ricebirds in coverage, but Keaton Byers just stepped right in front of all of them, kind of juggled it for a minute, but boy, just corralled it in right before he ran out of bounds, and the Ricebirds pick up the turnover on the first play of the CAC drive. They have great field position at the 42.
Couldn't really see that sideline, Brent, because it's right in front of the CAC players, but boy, he did a nice job hauling it in. Ricebirds get the pick and good field position at the CAC 42-yard line. Here come the Ricebirds right back on offense. 3 wide outs to the left. Man in motion from the right to the left. Kane Price surveying, looking. He's going to air out this one long, and it is
caught.
Touchdown, Ricebirds! Can you believe it?
Kane
took out an official as well.
He sure did. I think QT took out the referee, but Caden Sims on the catch. Boy, Kane Price threw it over everybody on the defense. I think the Mustangs thought they had decent coverage, but Caden Sims just got enough room back there to haul it in the back of the end zone, and 2 touchdowns in 2 plays for the Ricebirds after they trailed 14-7.
58 yards on that pass and catch. 1 play drive. Ricebirds now waiting for something here on the extra point.
Maybe that referee to kind of shake out the cobwebs there.
Maybe so.
That was the back judge that I think QT ran into.
Keaton Byers is the holder. Bo Barnes is the snapper. And, of course, Dawson McKelvey, he's drilled this thing. It's going to land somewhere over around, I'm going to say, Park Plaza Mall. Ricebirds take a 21-14 lead over the CAC Mustangs. A 1-play drive after an interception gives the Ricebirds the ball right back. And I tell you, it's really kind of taking a little air out of the CAC crowd on this sideline because they were really hooping and hollering and as they were getting into it, and rightfully so. CAC playing a good game tonight.
Oh, yeah, after that big 98-yard run, 2-point conversion there to take that 7-point lead. But, boy, the Ricebirds come right back. 2 touchdowns in 3 plays. And, hey, how about Caden Sims tonight? 2 catches, 62 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Dawson McKelvey back out to kick off for the Ricebirds. He kicked it short last time and very effective as the Mustangs took over at their 31. I would expect something similar this time. 6:33 left in the first half. Ricebirds lead 21-14.
McKelvey's got it teed up, waiting for the official whistle. And there it is, and he moves up, puts his foot into it, end over end, drills this one deep. It's going to be taken at about the 6-yard line, coming back to the near side. And the Ricebird coverage is outstanding.
Absolutely.
I believe is that Eagle?
Yes, number 30, Jacob Eagle, that time wrapped him up, and he would not let him go. And CAC is going to start inside their own 20 here for this possession. Fantastic coverage.
Jacob Eagle playing lights out on special teams for the Ricebirds. Here comes CAC now, first down and 10 from their own 19-yard line from the near hash mark. CAC with bright purple jerseys. They have bright gold helmets, gold pants. Ricebirds, of course, in their travel white jerseys, maroon helmets and pants. Take a handoff. Here's Cash again. Oh, boy, that time he hit a wall at about the 21-yard line.
Yeah, not much going that time, but about 2 yards. That left side of the line for the Ricebirds hemmed him up pretty quick.
Looks like Jeremy Johnson in there on a stop for the Ricebirds. Moves the ball across the 20-yard line. So a gain of about 2. It's going to bring up second down and 8. Quarterback Plumley takes a snap. He's getting some pressure, chased out of the pocket, and he fires. He's got a man complete across the 30. That's going to be good for a first down. On the reception was number 10. Landon Allen.
He's going to have about 10. That's going to be enough for the first down. Boy, Plumlee showing good speed that time because he was under some pressure again.
CAC to the line of scrimmage from the near hash mark, moving from the right to the left on your radio dial. That's and a high snap, but he brings it down. Ricebirds are going to converge and bring him down at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a loss of a couple on the play, but I tell you what, you got to tip your hat to Plumlee. He did a nice job jumping up and getting that ball tipped back to himself so it didn't go over his head.
Yeah, he did. He tipped it straight up and made a clean catch, but he's going to lose about half a yard on that play. 4:55 left to go in the first half.
Second down, and we'll call it 11 for the CAC Mustangs. Two wideouts to each side. Slot on the left. Quarterback rolling to his right. Now cutting back to the left, and he's still looking, and he's still cutting, and he's going to be brought down after a short gain. Probably ran about 25 yards, but he's going to be brought down at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, gain of only about 4 on that play. It's going to bring up third down and 7.
Knox Hillman in on the stop with several Ricebirds.
Ricebirds with good coverage downfield that time, and Plumlee had nowhere to go with.
Boy, you'd like to think here if the Ricebirds could get a stop here, might force a punt.
Maybe so.
Empty backfield. 4 wideouts to the right. Plumlee takes a snap. He's rolling to his right. He's looking. He's still surveying, looking, turns the ball upfield. He's going to be brought out of bounds short of the first down marker on the far sideline into the Ricebird bench over there.
Yeah, it looked like he's going to be 3 or 4 yards short. So they might gamble and go for it. But, boy, that's a good 3 yards, 3.5 yards.
Line of scrimmage is just shy of the 39-yard line. You're right, Brent. 3:41 to go. Clock moving here in the first half. Stuttgart with a 21-14 lead. CAC with the ball.
Wouldn't shock me if they just let the clock run down and take a timeout here.
I think you're probably right. They're all standing around just looking, and when the official signals, there it is, timeout. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird Football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network. Back in 30 seconds.
Life's complicated. Your checking account shouldn't be. At Simmons Bank, we keep banking simple, with you in mind. Get paid early. Avoid fees. Bank from anywhere. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Choose your account and open online in minutes. Visit SimmonsBank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. All accounts subject to approval. Restrictions apply.
And we welcome you back to Simmons Bank Stadium here on the campus of Central Arkansas Christian High School in North Little Rock. We're on the banks of the Arkansas River. We're backed up running parallel to Interstate 430 here in North Little Rock. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We're glad to have you join us for exciting Ricebird football here tonight. The second of 3 non-conference games for the Ricebirds, and here's a big play coming up. 4th down, 3.5 for CAC. Back to pass. Dumps it out. A little screen pass. It is complete and stretching out, and I believe he's going to have it on the stretch.
It's going to be close. Let's see. Depends on.
He stretched it out.
I don't know.
They're going to back it up. He's not going to have it, Brent.
No, he's not.
I think Ricebirds have held.
Yeah. You know, I think they marked it from his knees. I think his knees hit, and then he stretched
out.
And
he was down at that point.
Yep, and he did not get to stretch. It's going to be a gain of about 2.5, but not enough.
They're asking for a measurement,
I don't think that's going to help there.
No, it's not. It's not. Ricebirds will take over on downs, 1st down and 10 from the 41.5-yard line of CAC.
Not a bad idea there to set up a little screen pass on 4th down.
Exactly.
But boy, the Ricebird defense was up to the task.
Absolutely. Here come the Birds. 2 wide outs to the right, slot on the right. Single back standing to the right of the quarterback, Price. He starts right, now cuts back left. He's got some running room, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, and inside the 24 he's finally brought down. What a heck of a run by your quarterback, Kane Price.
Yeah, he was flushed out of the pocket and took it around the left side, and, boy, he turned on the speed and made it all the way down just inside the 20.
Jamarion Horde kind of helping him out on that far side as well. Here come the Rice Birds. 2:57 to go in the first half. Birds up 21-14, looking for more. From the 19-yard line, take, handoff into the line, running room, inside the 10, inside the 5, end zone, touchdown, Rice Birds.
Jeremiah Thomas on the carry. It looked like he got hit about the 5-yard line. But boy, he shook off the tacklers and made it into the end zone. So a big drive there by the Rice Birds on the ground. 2 plays, and Jeremiah Thomas takes it into the end zone.
19 yards, and the Rice Birds have taken a 2-score lead.
The Rice Birds have scored 20 unanswered, looking for 21 here off the foot of Dawson McKelvey.
Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is going to burn up on re-entry. It is good as the Stuttgart Rice Birds stretch their lead. They double up the CAC Mustangs. They lead 28-14, 2:43 to go here in the first half. We're back with more Stuttgart Rice Bird football in 30 seconds.
Red River Ford Toyota is the fastest growing Toyota dealership in Arkansas. They also have those great Ford trucks and SUVs. Visit Red River at 1903 North Falls Boulevard in Wynn. Call them at 870-238-7777.
Jeremiah Thomas,
Online at
11.
RedRiverFordToyota.com. You can even do everything online and they'll deliver your vehicle to you. And with many makes and models on their pre-owned lot, you're sure to find the vehicle that fits your needs. Red River Ford Toyota, 1903 North Falls Boulevard in Wynn, Arkansas.
Welcome back to Simmons Bank Stadium on the campus of Central Arkansas Christian. Stuttgart Rice Birds lead the CAC Mustangs 28-14. Dawson McKelvey gets his foot into it, and it's going to be high end over end kick. It's going to be fair caught inside the 30-yard line, and that's where CAC will have it with 2:41 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, Lynn, we talked about that long 98-yard run, really had CAC, fired up when they had the 14-7 lead. But actually, I think that woke up the Rice Birds.
I think you're exactly right.
Because 21 unanswered by the offense, a big interception there by Keaton Byers, and they have looked like a totally different team since that play.
Just 4 minutes off the clock, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here comes CAC from the far hash mark. Another high snap back to the quarterback, but he brings it down nicely, and he's into the line. The Rice Birds are just going to stretch it out across the line. Looks like the Rice Birds on the far sideline over there are really pumped with the play of the line.
Yeah, Eli Cash that time on the carry. He's going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And looks like timeout Stuttgart here. We're going to try to stop the clock.
Timeout Stuttgart. Let's squeeze in another 30-second timeout with him. You're listening to Stuttgart Rice Bird Football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
The love of football defines fall weekends, and in many homes, our families. But it's a demanding sport that can cause injury. That's why UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is on sidelines and in locker rooms for high schools and colleges across the state, ready to care for athletes with clinics in Central and Northwest Arkansas. UAMS Health, official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics and future Razorbacks all over Arkansas. Learn more at uams.health/team.
Welcome back to CAC, where the Stuttgart Rice Birds lead the CAC Mustangs 28-14. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half. Rice Birds just used a timeout. They would like to get the ball back if they could. It's second down coming up and 10 for CAC, and the quarterback's going to be sacked by the Rice Birds. Oh, my.
Knox Hillman that time went flying in there from his linebacker spot, and Plumlee tried to step up in front of him, but Knox would have none of that. He got on him and rode him down for a loss of 3.
Trey Phillips in there for the Rice Birds. How about the job that line has done? And there is I believe another.
Yes, Rice Bird timeout.
Another Rice Bird timeout. We'll keep this one right here. And the Rice Birds huddling up on the far sideline. I tell you what, Brent, you can say this. The Rice Birds got the bit between their teeth now.
And yes, they do. Just a night and day turnaround since that long run by Eli Cash.
Yep.
the Birds come away with the interception, and then 3 straight touchdowns here, and not even a first down by CAC. And 3rd down and long now with 2:24 left here, and plenty of time for the Birds if they can get the ball back.
Yeah, and they're moving the ball well, particularly through the first quarter on that. And Rice Bird defense, though, has risen. Let's see if they can get a stop here and force a punt. 3rd down and 13 for CAC. Back to pass. Looking. Now he's being chased. He's got a lot of room on that far sideline. He's got a first down and more as he gets out across the 40. He had to get to about the 38 for a first down. He gets out to about the 45. So Rice Birds just left that side of the field pretty well vacant, and he filled it up.
He did. He's going to pick up about 20 on that one. Yeah, the receivers were going deep there, and there was just nobody there for the Rice Birds.
Clock stops as the ball goes out of bounds. 2:14 to go here in the first half. 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback's going to just keep it, just a design run. He takes a snap. He's got some running room. Oh, goodness gracious. He was about one man from being able to break that right through the middle, Brent, looked to me like, and he's still going to have about 9 yards. On first down, moves the ball into Rice Bird territory at the Stuttgart 46.
Yeah, big play there on 3rd down by Plumlee to pick that up with his legs now. And the Mustangs are trying to get something on the board here. 1:45 and the clock rolling. 2nd down and 1 at the Rice Bird 46.
From the far hash mark, and quarterback's in trouble. The Rice Birds sack him all the way back at the 42-yard line of CAC.
Bo Barnes just beat his man that time and pulled down Plumlee. Plumlee checking downfield. He had nothing downfield, and Barnes with a big sack.
Loss of 11 on the play, moves the ball all the way back to the CAC 43-yard line. Remember, it was 2nd and 1, and now it's 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, 1:08 left to go here.
And the clock moving.
Yep. Rice Birds still have 1 timeout left.
Get a stop right here, and you got to think CAC would probably punt it, but we'll see. And CAC has jumped, and the Rice Birds cross the line of scrimmage. Let's see. They looked at me like they were drawn off.
Yes.
It is a legal procedure.
Yeah, I think they were. I think the center started to snap the ball there that time because the ball was on the ground. So it's going to back them up 5. It'll be 3rd down now and about almost 17.
Boy, don't you like that? And you saw Bo Barnes go in there, and he grabbed that ball off the grass.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
I mean that
ball's
that's
on the ground. Go get it.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, absolutely. 3rd down and 16 now, or 17. Back to pass, a screen pass, fires it out to Cash. Cash has got it complete, gets across the 40, puts the ball on the ground, but it goes out of bounds.
Yeah.
Rice Birds jumped on it. Cordero Berry was right there, but it goes out of bounds. CAC will retain possession. Now you got to think you're going to see a punter.
Yes, I believe so.
Of course, the clock stopped.
The ball went out of bounds.
As the ball went out of bounds. 47 seconds to go. Rice Birds with 1 timeout. They're going to send back sure-handed Keaton Byers, number 5, is going to be alone, standing back at about his 31-yard line, awaiting the punt. Punter standing at his 26. Boy, this is a high knuckleball. Byers takes it at the 30, back across the 35, puts his helmet down, gets out to the 40. He's brought down right there by number 80 for the CAC Mustangs, Hoover Brogdon.
38 seconds left and 1 timeout, and that was the first punt of the night, I believe, by either team.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah, a nice high punt, but Byers was able to field it and pick up about 7 or 8 yards. A Bird with pretty good field position here. 38 seconds, 1 timeout. So let's see what they can come up with here.
From the near hash mark, moving to the left, from the left to the right, which is the north to the south here in North Little Rock. 2 wide outs to the left. Kane Price takes a snap. He's rolling that way. Looking, fires, and on the sideline, it is complete and immediately out of bounds. Good, smart play right there. Moves the ball out to about the 48-yard line. They're going to say, 48-yard line on the Rice Bird side of the field. 32 seconds to go.
Gain of 7 to QT Johnson.
Notice this CAC D-backs kind of moving back in center field position a little bit. Sends QT Johnson in motion from the left to the right. Kane Price starts right now. He's going back left. Got a little bit of running room, and he's going to have a first down and out of bounds on the far sideline. Stops the clock into CAC territory at about the 43-yard line. 24 seconds to go here in the first half. Birds still with one timeout.
And he's going to have about 10 yards on that run. Yep, 24 seconds, and as Lynn mentioned, one timeout. Now, Ricebirds don't necessarily have to get it in the end zone when you have a great kicker like we have.
Absolutely. And the winds are calm here tonight.
Yeah.
Price takes a snap. Now he's getting a little pressure, rolling over, and he's got some pressure coming the other way, going to throw this one away. He made it complete, but it was about 4 yards out of bounds.
Jeremiah Jackson with the catch on the CAC sideline. So,
yeah.
16 seconds left for the Birds here. Still have that timeout. I would like to see if they could get something going down the middle of the field here and see if somebody could break free and pick up maybe about 15 or 20 yards here. But that D-line for CAC has been putting some pressure on Kane.
They have.
On this drive.
From two different directions on that last one.
Yeah.
He went to reverse field, and whoop, there was a purple jersey. Fires this one out in the flats. It is complete on the far sideline. Turning it upfield, got a first down, and down near the 30-yard line. And they're going to stop the clock. 9 seconds to go here in the first half. So Stuttgart is going to take their last timeout of the first half. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird Football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Tohatsu Outboard offers 4-stroke motors from 2.5 to 250 horsepower, and all with a 5-year warranty. Built with their one-of-a-kind direct injection technology, Tohatsu has revolutionized environmental performance, uncompromising their pursuit of durable and lightweight outboard motors. And with interest rates as low as 4.99% financing, now is the time to get a new Tohatsu motor from Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart. Call Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart or click on maxpw.com. Great service and competitive prices. Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart. The hunt begins here.
Welcome back to Simmons Bank Stadium on the campus of Central Arkansas Christian High School in North Little Rock. For Ricebird football, I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. Stuttgart Ricebirds with 9 seconds to go in the first half just used their final timeout. They've got the ball first down and 10 at the 33. Back to pass, firing on the sidelines, complete and out of bounds very quickly over there. Was that number 18?
No, that's a Hayden Prine.
Excuse me, Hayden Prine. Clutch Hayden Prine over on the far sideline.
He's going to have 8, and that gets the Ricebirds a little bit closer to field goal range, but only 4 seconds. So they're going to, they're at the 25. Thought they might take a shot here, but they're going to have to go for the end zone here.
Go for the end zone, and you never know, you may get a penalty as well. So we'll see what the Ricebirds can do. Back to pass. Look, fires out on the sidelines very quickly out of bounds.
Oh, there should have been 1 second left on the clock.
A little home cooking on the clock there. And
let's see if they're going to put a second back.
The officials are putting the ball. Yes, the officials are putting the ball down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
They hustle out Dawson McKelvey. Here we go.
And that was Hayden Prine again on that catch of about 5 yards.
Boy, is that clock management or what?
That is.
Keaton Byers will be the holder. Bo Barnes is the snapper. Dawson McKelvey from the far hash mark. Here's the kick. It's on its way. It is long enough, and it is no good, wide to the left. But, he had the distance on it, and it looked like from here it was good, but it was just wide left. The Ricebirds miss a shot there to get some points just before the half, but it was a productive second quarter for the Ricebirds as they take a 28-14 lead into halftime. It's the Southern Bancorp halftime show coming up next. We'll have the halftime stats. We're also going to try to get you some sights and sounds from the Ricebird Marching Band, and they will be performing first. So while they get set up, give us just a moment here, and we will get the teams off the field, and we'll see the Ricebird Marching Band as they enter the field from the north, marching in. They're marching in from the north, and they're joining the flag line. So before we get to our stats and our other things on the Southern Bancorp halftime show, since we're on the road, Ricebird Marching Band will perform first, and we want you to be able to hear them as well. So just a second, let's get our equipment geared up here. I'll get our field microphone ready. Ricebird Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Kevin Sherman, Miss Shannon Hudgens, Miss Sarah Schroeder. Of course, Kevin Sherman, one of the finalists for Arkansas State Teacher of the Year. What a great job Mr. Sherman has done with our Ricebird bands. Normally we would take a break right now, but we want to give our viewers and listeners an opportunity to see this outstanding Ricebird Marching Band. They're dressed very smartly in their maroon and white tops with the black slacks. Got all the percussion here on the near side as well. Their drum major makes way up onto the stand, and it's a little wobbly.
Oh,
here we go. Here we go. We're going to turn up the field mic, and we're going to turn Brent and my mic down. We're going to let you enjoy Ricebird Marching Band. Listening to the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band performing here at halftime. That is the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band performing here at Central Arkansas Christian High School. It's halftime. Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the CAC Mustangs 28-14. And now the Stuttgart
Let's hear it again for the
cheerleaders
Stuttgart Rice
will join
Marching Band.
the
Joining them
Ricebird
on the
Marching
field right
Band.
now is the Ricebird cheerleaders.
And they'll have the fight song here to wrap up their performance here in North Little Rock tonight. Beautiful night as well. Ricebird cheerleaders with their gold pom-poms given in memory of Price the Rock Hancock. Hunting for a Cure Foundation, honoring those who are fighting childhood cancer and remembering those who have fallen. Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band here at halftime, and there's the fight song as the Ricebird Marching Band makes their way over to the visitors' side, and that's where the Ricebird fans are gathered. They have filled up half of those bleachers over there on that side, and of course here at CAC they have some short bleachers that run the length of the field, and there is a great crowd of Ricebird fans that made their way over tonight. Easy drive over here to North Little Rock.
For Stuttgart Marching Band.
And they're getting a nice round of applause here from the home crowd here at Central Arkansas Christian. It's the Southern Bancorp halftime show. Stuttgart Ricebirds lead. The Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the CAC Mustangs 28-14 here at the half. It's the Southern Bancorp halftime show. We're going to take a break now. When we come back, we'll have the halftime stats, and we'll take a look at what all else is going on in the 8-4A conference. Got that and more coming up for you in 6 minutes.
Great coaches know that success on the field takes more than just athletic ability. It takes a winning strategy. And at Southern Bancorp, we believe the same applies to banking. Whether you need competitive rates on loans and accounts to keep you in the game, or financial tools like credit counseling and homebuyer education to move the ball down the field, we can help. Visit banksouthern.com today and let's build your winning strategy. Southern Bancorp, wealth builders for everyone. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Quarterback, guard, running back. Every position has a role in building success. If you want a position where you can build success in your own career, Lexicon is hiring welders, maintenance technicians, millwrights, project managers, and more. Learn while you earn with free on-the-job training through Lexicon University. Competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, an on-site health clinic, annual bonus program, and more. Check out lexicon-inc.com/football and join us as we build America one project at a time.
Prairie Implement Company introduces Spartan Mowers, the strongest lineup in the mowing industry. With the SRT, RT, RZ, and KG series, they have the perfect mower to fit any yard, any size, anytime. From compact to commercial, 42 to 72-inch deck sizes with power all the way to 38.5 horses. You just won't find a better mower anywhere, period. Spartan Mowers are assembled in the USA, forged with a 7-gauge steel to bring you the strongest lineup in America. Check out the new Spartan Mowers at Prairie Implement Company in Stuttgart. Get yours today.
No matter where you are from, a big city, a small town, or somewhere in between, you'll find your place at the University of Arkansas. With a vibrant campus community, including the full Razorback and SEC experience, an unbeatable mix of academic excellence and outdoor fun, the U of A is the place to be. Learn from our world-class faculty, benefit from our record scholarship funding for Arkansans, and access resources to launch your future career. The University of Arkansas, your path starts here.
A generator is one of those things you never think about until you really need it. Luckily, Durden's in Stuttgart is your local authorized Generac dealer, and that means we can sell, install, and provide warranty service on your generator. And that's a big deal because a generator is a big investment, and you're depending on it to work properly when you need it. Call us today at 673-1356 to learn more about home backup options, portable generators, and even commercial options for your business. And let's save the candlelight dinners just for date night.
Durden's in Stuttgart. Guaranteed comfort since 1960.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. Now, we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange, because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
Producers Rice Mill in Stuttgart is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Ricebird Sports. Producers is here for you year-round, providing the hometown service you desire. Producers supports community activities and is proud to be a part of the Grand Prairie. If you're enjoying this broadcast of Ricebird Sports, let our sponsors know, because without their support, this broadcast would not be possible. Producers Rice Mill in Stuttgart, supporting the community and Ricebird Sports.
It's a great day for football. Two rivals battling it out for a record-breaking crowd.
It's $1.5 billion.
Huh?
Wait, that's how much the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery has raised for students since 2009. Because every lottery ticket you buy in Arkansas helps students. They've given more than 822,000 scholarships and counting.
Okay, back to football. Two rivals.
This is winning, folks. Playing the lottery is a win for students, and maybe you too. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Running a business means finding the right people, and that's where Express Employment Professionals comes in. Whether you need full-time, part-time, or seasonal employees, Express has you covered. From office staff to skilled trades, Express matches the right talent to your needs quickly and efficiently. With offices in Stuttgart, Wynne, Helena, and Pine Bluff, they're ready to support your business no matter the size. And if you're looking for a job, Express is here for you too. For more information or to apply, call 870-672-4568 or visit expresspros.com. Express Employment Professionals, your staffing solution.
My primary care provider helps me make better decisions about my physical and mental health.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns. And most insurance companies don't charge you for having annual wellness checks.
With them, I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider, but if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Visit chistvincent.com to find a primary care provider.
We're able to bring you Stuttgart Ricebird football every Friday night thanks to our great sponsors like Arkansas Senator Ronald Caldwell. Senator Caldwell is a strong supporter of high school athletics and believes in its power to develop our young men and women. Senator Caldwell proudly serves District 10, which includes Arkansas, Jackson, Cross, St. Francis, Lee, Monroe, Woodruff, Prairie, Poinsett, and Lonoke counties. Senator Ronald Caldwell, proud sponsor of Stuttgart Ricebird football.
The electric cooperative's got its start lighting Arkansas, and we continue to meet that demand with every resource we can deliver. We're powering your life, where you live every single day through one of 17 local cooperatives, each unique, always united, and in your community. Our mission, to provide reliable Affordable and responsible power to every corner of Arkansas. It's the local hometown cooperative way, because we're better connected together. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
And we welcome you back to the Southern Bancorp halftime show here tonight from Simmons Bank Stadium on the campus of Central Arkansas Christian High School in North Little Rock. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman, and we're glad to have you joining us tonight. It's been a good one here in the first half. The Stuttgart Ricebirds kicked off to CAC initially and held them. Excuse me. That held them and then took a quick 7-0 lead, 6:48 to go in the first quarter. Then CAC got on track. Jackson Plumley goes in from a yard out, makes it 7-6. The PAT was no good. Then Eli Cash goes 98 yards for CAC. The Ricebirds threw an interception right at the 2-yard line. And then on the very next play, Eli Cash just a handoff over the right side, and the seas parted, and there he goes, 98 yards. They went for two, a little razzle-dazzle double reverse that ended up back with the quarterback, Plumley. 2-point conversion was good. CAC with a 14-7 lead over the Ricebirds. That was at the 7:06 mark. Then at 6:50 mark, Kane Price hit QT Johnson 55 yards. McKelvey's PAT not at all at 14. Ricebirds took the lead then again at the 6:33 mark. Kane Price to Caden Sims 58 yards after a Dawson McKelvey PAT. It was 21-14. Birds weren't done. 2:43 to go in the second quarter. Jeremiah Thomas goes in from 19 yards out. McKelvey's PAT gives the Ricebirds a 28-14 lead at the half, and almost was 38-14 as the Ricebirds really used some great clock management, Brent. I thought marched that ball down the field with some quick little down and outs that got out and got the clock stopped. Of course, the clock operator here put it at 0 on the last one, but the official said, oh, no, there's a second left, so they put it back on, and Dawson gets out there, gives it a good shot, but it was wide left, and so the Ricebirds go into the locker room with a 28-14 lead here at the half. Brent, let's take a look at some of the halftime stats.
All right, for the CAC Mustangs on the ground, Eli Cash, 9 carries, 135 yards. Of course, that big 98-yard touchdown run there gave CAC the lead in the second quarter. Jackson Plumley has 12 carries for 29 yards. Through the air, Plumley is 14 for 18 with 2 interceptions. Hudson Ritchie has 4 catches for 48. Eli Cash, 4 for 12. Zachary Moore, has 2 catches for 4 yards. Hoover Brogdon, 2 for 40. Landon Allen, 1 for 10. Brody Vandelborg, 1 for 7. 164 on the ground, 126 through the air, 290 yards for CAC. For the Ricebirds, Taekwon Hall, 5 carries, 63 yards. Jeremiah Thomas, 2 carries, 18 yards, including a 19-yard touchdown run. Kane Price has 5 carries for 37. Through the air, Price is 13 out of 15, 199 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 INT. QT Johnson has 3 catches for 73 and a touchdown. Jamarion Horde has 2 catches for 13. Jeremiah Jackson, 1 for 19. Hayden Prine, 3 for 14. Bray Covington Minor, 1 for 18. Caden Sims, 2 catches for 62 yards. Both of those catches went for a touchdown. 1 of 4, 1 of 58. Taekwon Hall has 1 catch for 7. 118 on the ground, 199 through the air, 317 total yards to 290 for CAC. But boy, Lynn, the Birds with those 3 touchdowns in the last 7 minutes is clearly the difference in the game. After that long 98-yard run, it's like that really woke the Birds up, and they have played with their hair on fire since then.
No doubt about it. Brent, watching, they've got a big video board here at CAC, and they've been showing the highlights, and they just showed that 98-yard touchdown run. And I tell you what, when he got to the right side of the line, it just, the seas apart.
Yeah, there was nobody there.
Nobody there.
Yeah, I think the Ricebirds had the blitz called, and boy, once you break through that blitz, there's nobody back there.
Yeah, and I was impressed with his speed, because I surely thought some of our speedsters, in the secondary, particularly with a decent angle on them, could catch him, but they could not. He hauls it all the way 98 yards, and really was a huge lift here for CAC and their fans. Boy, let me tell you what, they were hooping and hollering as we've watched both the teams now come out of the locker room, and they're starting their stretching and warming up for the second half. So let's take one more time out here on the Southern Bancorp halftime show. When we come back, we'll get set for the kickoff of the second half of tonight's game. The Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Central Arkansas Christian Mustangs 28-14 here at the half. We're back in 3 minutes.
Great coaches know that success on the field takes more than just athletic ability. It takes a winning strategy. And at Southern Bancorp, we believe the same applies to banking. Whether you need competitive rates on loans and accounts to keep you in the game, or financial tools like credit counseling and homebuyer education to move the ball down the field, we can help. Visit banksouthern.com today and let's build your winning strategy. Southern Bancorp, wealth builders for everyone. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Since our founding in 1945, Farmers and Merchants Bank has held strong to our commitment to innovation, community investment, and personalized service. Over the past 80 years, we have worked alongside Arkansas entrepreneurs to help our neighbors start, grow, and streamline their businesses with hometown lending experts in the latest in modern financial solutions. Farmers and Merchants Bank, in your corner in our community, helping your business succeed every step of the way. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Did you know that Henderson State University offers a nurturing classroom environment with caring faculty who will invest in your career success? You can learn a lot at Henderson. Come check us out. Visit hsu.edu/getready for additional information. Did you know that Henderson State University offers the only aviation degree in Arkansas? You can learn a lot at Henderson. Come fly with us. Visit hsu.edu/aviation for additional information.
Pearson Company in Stuttgart has been bringing you the best in pre-engineered steel buildings for many years. Offering the very latest in design engineering, your steel building is engineered and tailored to your exact specifications with the minimum amount of wasted space. Pearson Company specializes in complete turnkey projects. Pearson Company offers complete construction services from beginning to end. For your pre-engineered steel building needs, look to Pearson Company, 209 North Burkle in Stuttgart, where quality and construction go hand in hand.
Your business is up against a lot of things these days. Inflation costs, workforce issues, federal overreach. The list of things keeping you up at night keeps getting longer. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas is here to help. We are constantly working to improve the business climate and make Arkansas as competitive as possible. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas works tirelessly for your business so you can rest easy. Join us today.
Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus has been supporting Ricebirds athletics for 43 years in Stuttgart. We're honored to be a part of the Ricebird tradition. Freemeyer's has joined with some of the best brands in America, including Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Lazy Boy, and Sealy, to be able to supply our customers with the best values. Now, Freemeyer's has gone a step further with guaranteed price matching. If you need home furnishings, make sure you check with Freemeyer's at 201 South Main in downtown Stuttgart. Best brands, best prices, best people.
And we welcome you to the second half of tonight's non-conference game between the Stuttgart Ricebirds and the CAC Mustangs. CAC kicks off to the Ricebirds, and it is returned by Caden Sims. Then on a first down play, the Ricebirds get the ball out to the midfield stripe, and that's where they'll have it here on a 2nd down and 8. Coming up, I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We're glad to have you joining us tonight for Stuttgart Ricebird football. The Ricebirds lead CAC 28-14. Quarterback Price calling the signals, takes, hands off over the left side. A little bit of running room, first down and more on the carry for the Birds. Number 42, Taekwon Hall.
Yeah, Taekwon Hall, he's going to have about 12. They're nice run on 2nd down and 8, and Ricebirds are in CAC territory.
That'll put the ball at the Mustangs' 40-yard line. First down and 10. Boy, how big would it be, Brent, for the Ricebirds to get a score on this possession?
Absolutely. Stretch it out to a 3-touchdown lead.
Kane Price takes the snap, rolling to his right, getting some good blocking out there. Got a man wide open in the center at the 30, 25, cutting to the other side of the field, inside the 20 and down to about the 19-yard line.
That was Jamarion Horde, number 4. He's going to take it 21 yards, and the Ricebirds are on the move here just inside the CAC 20. Just underway here in the second half.
Number 4 on number 4. That was Landon Morrison on the stop for CAC. Here come the Birds. First down and 10 from just inside the 20-yard line. Now we've got a whistle and a stoppage of play. CAC calls time out. And let me make sure that is correct. Yep. That is correct. CAC calls timeout. So let's take a quick 30-second timeout with him. You're listening to Ricebird Football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network. And we are back at Simmons Bank Stadium on the campus of Central Arkansas Christian High School in North Little Rock. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. Coach Plumley for the CAC Mustangs wanted to make some adjustments, so he calls a timeout. Kind of hate to use one that early in the half, but leaves him with 2 for the second half. Price takes a snap, rolling to his right. Look, he's got a man wide open at the 10. Sidesteps the defender and then falls forward down to the 6-yard line on the reception. Number 4, Jamarion Horde.
Yeah, two catches in a row there for Horde. He's done a good job of getting open, and Price scrambling around long enough to find him.
Ricebirds first down, goal to go at the 6-yard line of the Mustangs. Ricebirds move a receiver bunch from the right side to the left side. Kane takes, hands off, the back in the backfield, turning the corner, 5, 4, 3, into the end zone, touchdown. We got a penalty marker on the corner thrown at the 5-yard line. Let's see what it is.
That's usually in the area of holding, unfortunately, for Stuttgart.
Boy, Taekwon Hall, I don't believe he was touched, Brent.
He was not touched. Around the left side.
And maybe the flag had something to do with it. Yeah, we'll see.
Well, let's see. Yeah, it's a hold.
Holding against the Ricebirds negates the touchdown.
But Ricebirds ran that 3-receiver bunch to the left side, and CAC never adjusted at all.
They did not. You're exactly right.
And then Hall walked into the end zone, but unfortunately for the Birds, they had a hold.
That's going to move the ball out to the 14-yard line. I'm sorry, that is the 16-yard line.
First down and goal.
Ball's on the near hash mark. 3 wideouts to the left, which is the wide side of the field. Slot on the right, sends a man in motion. Fakes to him, back to pass, looking now, got some room to the left side. Getting some pressure now, chasing him on the far sideline and chasing him out of bounds is number 55. Don't have a number 55 on our roster. Apologize for that.
Looks like he's going to pick up about 4 yards. He gets, just inside the 12. So 4 yards on first down for Kane. Second and goal from the 12.
10:06 to go here in the third quarter. Stuttgart with a 28-14 lead. From the far hash mark. Takes, hands off to Hall. Hall's got some running room, and he is going to take it into the end zone.
I don't see any flags this time.
I don't see any flags. I still don't see any arms in the air either, but touchdown, Ricebirds, Taekwon Hall.
Taekwon Hall, boy, just picking his way and weaving through the defender for the 12-yard touchdown. What a nice run, and what a nice way to start off the second half for the Ricebirds. Now we have an official timeout. We have a CAC player down. It's number 1. We don't have on the roster. While we have a minute, Lynn, I got some scores here from the
update us, Brent.
From the 848. Dumas all over Star City, 26-0. McGee leads Hamburg 15-14. Monticello leads Bauxite 7-6. And Crossett is trying to break their 13-game losing streak. They lead Watson Chapel 22-14.
I tell you, Watson Chapel has struggled the last couple of years.
They have. They have.
They're uncharacteristic, too.
Yeah, they have their team that I think may even be moving into the 8-4A next year. We'll have to talk about that later. Dawson McKelvey on for the PAT. Kick is up, and it looks no whistles came to stop the play. It's going to be, looks like illegal procedures what they're signaling. Yeah, so it's going to back us up, and we'll do it again.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
Somebody flinch or something?
I guess so. I guess so, because I think Keaton Byers was pointing like CAC moved, but so we'll do it again.
Dawson McKelvey backs up 5 yards. Ball will be placed down at the 15-yard line, so it'll be a 25-yard extra point attempt. Bo Barnes is the snapper.
And we blew it. Did we blow it dead again? No, it's good.
No, it's good. Dawson McKelvey drills it through out of the hold of Keaton Byers, and the Ricebirds stretch their lead 35-14 over CAC. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
It's time for a road trip to Hot Springs National Park, Arkansas, home to the legendary thermal waters giving Hot Springs its name. This unique mountain town features historic bathhouses, hiking trails, biking trails, a 4-story treehouse, roller coasters, a casino, horse races, bathtub races, an interactive science museum, fishing, boating, parades, a bustling downtown, and a peaceful vista overlooking it all. Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's time for a road trip. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
And we welcome you back to Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Dawson McKelvey puts his foot into it, kicks off. It's going to be returned out across the 25, the 30, and out of bounds at the 40-yard line. On the stop for the Ricebirds out there was Caven Bryant, number 29.
Yeah, the Ricebird special teams that time let the return man get outside. They gave away containment here on the near side, and they got a good return out to the 41. So as we now stretch it to 28 unanswered points for the Ricebirds, as they stretch it to a 35-14 lead here, CAC will get the ball for the first time in the second half.
And they'll start moving from their right to the left on your radio dial, which is from the south to the north here. Brent and I are facing east. Oh, and a nice job, Bo Barnes batting that ball down.
He did. Boy, I tell you what, he almost could have got two hands up there and caught that, and he would have been off to the races on that one.
Well, there was some thought maybe that might have been a backwards pass. It was not, but there was some thought that it might have been, and there was a little scurrying around for it. But anyway, it falls incomplete. Second down and 10 now for CAC from their own 41-yard line. Plumlee's the quarterback. Takes, rolls to his right. Looking, being chased. Gets over to the far sideline. Now just throws the ball out of bounds. Incomplete. It's going to bring up now third down and 10.
Pass incomplete. Bring up a third down for the Mustangs.
Yeah, nothing open there for Plumlee as he rolled out to his right and just had to get rid of it. So the Ricebirds quickly force a third down and 10 here for CAC. And CAC really needs to put a drive together here to get back in this game, or they are threatening a blowout here.
Empty backfield now, slot on the right, 3 receivers on the right, and fires, and he's got a man complete. Boy, and there was a collision out there too. I heard that up here.
Hard hit by Keaton Byers, and Cash is still down.
Number 12. Eli Cash was the receiver.
Yeah, big catch there on third down. Big first down. It's going to be about 19 yards, but Cash is still down.
And certainly hope he will be okay here in the third quarter with 8:33. Excuse me, that's 9:33 to go here in the third quarter. And they're tending to Eli Cash on the field.
Let's hope he just got the wind knocked out
of
him.
That was a hard pop, though. I'm telling you, we could hear it from here, and we're a long ways away from where he's landing.
Boy, give him credit for holding on to the ball.
Exactly. Exactly.
He did take a hard hit, and that was a big first down for CAC to keep that drive alive.
And
I was talking about Watson Chapel earlier, Lynn,
Mm-hmm.
and just from looking at the numbers for next year, I believe Helena may be in serious threat of moving down
to 3A.
3A, and Watson Chapel moving down to 4A, and that would probably put them squarely in the 4A.
Our conference. Yeah, you're exactly right.
And that would be a much shorter trip for everybody from Stuttgart for sure.
Still tending to the injured CAC player on the field, so let's step away for 30 seconds and hear from one of our sponsors, and while they tend to the injured CAC player Eli Cash. We'll be back with more Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Time for an oil change? What about a new battery? Harry's Rapid Lube in Stuttgart has you covered. At Harry's Rapid Lube, they have GM Dexos certified oil, along with quality Pennzoil, and they can change your air filter and windshield wipers, and even replace your rundown battery with an interstate battery. You don't need an appointment. Just drive in. For quality service, for quality people, see Harry's Rapid Lube at 2208 South Timber in Stuttgart, or phone 672-7200. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And we welcome you back to Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus Auto Sales in Stuttgart and Petrus Chevrolet GMC. Check out their inventories online, petrusgm.com for Chevrolets and GMCs, and petrusautosales.com for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, and, of course, pre-owns at both locations. You'll see photos, specifications, their lowest price, and all can be found on the website. Again, petrusgm.com and petrusautosales.com. Petrus, they've got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Still tending to injured CAC player. Wicked collision out there. Now they've got him up on his feet, and he's headed this way to a nice round of applause, and that is good to see.
It is. But I tell you what, he's walking like he's walking like he's not sure what county he's in, though.
That's exactly right. He took a lick, and
he did.
Again, certainly hope he's okay. Hope that everything checks out okay with him.
And that's Eli Cash, the great running back.
Yeah, he had the
98-yard run for sure. Yeah,
that's exactly right.
A good game for Eli so far. Five catches for 31 yards and 9 rushes of 135.
And that was a big catch right there, too, for him to hang on to it. Sets up first down and 10 at the Stuttgart 43-yard line. Here comes CAC. 3 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field. The Mustangs with an empty backfield. Quarterback Plumley fires. He's got a man complete. Defended very well out there by the Ricebirds. On the reception was number 10, Landon Allen.
Yeah, nice catch that time, too, because the pass was just a little high, but, boy, he went up and got it.
Gain of about 5 on the play brings up 2nd and 5 from the Stuttgart 37-yard line. 9:01 to go here in the third quarter. Stuttgart with a 35-14 lead over the Mustangs. Non-conference action here tonight from North Little Rock. Plumley, the quarterback, back to pass. Now he's being flushed out of the pocket, comes to the near sideline, finds a man complete. Boy, what a nice play defensively. Cordero Berry, goodness gracious.
He closed on number 80 like he was shot out of a cannon that time, and only a gain of 1 on that play when there was at least 5 yards of separation when he caught the ball.
Yeah. Third down in a long 4, short 5 coming up for CAC from the near hash mark. The Mustangs moving from the right to the left, dressed in purple jerseys, gold helmets, and pants. Very quickly fires out to number 80 once again, and once again he's got his legs cut out from under him. That time, number 19, Brylan Hogan for the Ricebirds.
He's going to be a little short of the first down.
It's going to bring up now 4th down. Let's see where they set that thing down, Brent. I think it's going to be inside the 35. Yes, at the 34-yard line. So it's going to be about 4th and 3. Big 4th down for the Ricebird defense coming up.
I don't think he got a very good spot on that one. I thought he was a little bit closer to the first down, but we'll take it.
2 wide outs to the right, 2 to the left. Slot on the right, back to pass. Just going to lob it up and incomplete. Ooh. No flags, and the Ricebirds will take over on downs.
I tell you what, that was Brogdon And he actually had a step on the Riceburg D-back, and the pass was not a bad pass, just kind of a lob it up down there, but he was just unable to get his hands on it and catch it. And boy, a big stop by the Ricebirds.
Oh, no doubt about that. Brylan Hogan down there in coverage for the Ricebirds. Ricebird offense comes back out on the field, straight to the line of scrimmage.
And we have Thomas and Jackson, two backs in the backfield. Haven't seen that yet tonight.
They flanking the quarterback, Kane Price. Price takes, he hands off to the back on the left side. Little running room, cutting back into the inside, now back to the outside. Going to be a nice gain of about 6 once the pile gets stopped.
Yeah.
I hear whistles, and
but the pile is still going.
The pile is still going. That's exactly right. Boy, that ended up about a gain of 7 on that.
Yep, eight carries for 95 yards for Taekwon Hall and 1 touchdown tonight.
QT Johnson split wide to the left. Another wide out on the left as well. Again, 2 backs flanking Price. He takes a snap, rolling to his left, looking, fires, got his man complete on the sideline, still on his feet. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Ricebirds!
58 yards, QT Johnson. I don't know how he stayed in bounds over there. I thought for sure he was going to get pushed out or step out, but boy, he tiptoed the sidelines and then cut back in toward the hash mark, and he made his way into the end zone. Another big touchdown pass for QT Johnson. He has one of 55 and one of 58 now, and the Ricebirds are going for their 42nd point here. And, wow, it's just been all Ricebirds since that long 98-yard touchdown run by CAC. They are putting some points on the board here tonight.
Dawson McKelvey set for the extra point. Keaton Byers is the holder. Bo Barnes is the snapper. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. And it is perfect, and the Stuttgart Ricebirds stretch their lead 42-14 over the CAC Mustangs. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
At the University of Arkansas, we're preparing students for the future. With an unbeatable mix of academic excellence, affordable tuition, record scholarship funding for Arkansans, and a proven track record for success after graduation, the Razorback experience delivers value and opportunity at every turn for them and for the communities across our state that they will impact. We're dedicated to Arkansas and improving the lives of Arkansans. That's been our mission since 1871.
Welcome back to Simmons Bank Stadium on the campus of Central Arkansas Christian High School in North Little Rock, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the CAC Mustangs 42-14. Dawson McKelvey's got it teed up, moves up, put his foot into it, just drills this one right down Central. It's going to be fielded at about the 12, back across the 15, the 20, and going to be lassoed at that point right there. As the Ricebirds put a corral around the return man, that was number 25 on the return, Zach Withrow for the CAC Mustangs.
Pretty good special teams coverage tonight by the Ricebirds kick coverage team. They haven't let CAC out except on that last one where they got to the 40. But boy, other than that, it's been inside the 30 every time.
Yeah, and the versatility of Dawson McKelvey and his kicking, because he can do a sky kick, he can drill it straight down the middle, he can do end over end. He's had one out the end zone.
Yep,
I mean, he can place it, and it really keeps the return team guessing where he's going to kick it. Plumlee, the quarterback, takes a snap, dancing around, fires across the middle. Almost a great reception over there by number 4, Landon Morrison, but could not haul it in. He got one hand on it, and it would have been a beauty if it would, but it falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up from the 24-yard line for the CAC Mustangs.
Yeah, Plumlee back there running for his life, but almost came up with a great pass and catch there. Plumlee has played very, very well tonight. He's impressive.
2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. Slot on the right, straight back to pass, getting some pressure, eludes that pressure, and now he's just going to slide down at about the 28-yard line. Let's see where they mark his start of his slide.
They marked it. Well, it's at the 28 where they marked it. He stopped sliding at the 30, but they gave him the 28.
3rd down and 6 coming up for CAC. Ball's toward the center of the field, moving from the right to the left. Straight back to pass. Looks, fires, got his man complete at the 34-yard line, and that's going to be right at the mark.
I think he's got it.
I believe he's got it as well, Brent.
He does.
They do. They mark it 1st down. Knew right where he had to get. Smart play by the receiver, Hoover Brogdon.
Yeah, that's 4 catches for 48 yards for Brogdon, just enough for the 1st down.
3 wideouts going to the right for the Mustangs. Slot on the right, 1 wideout to the left. Plumlee takes a snap, rolling to his right, retreating some as well, and throws it over into the Ricebird sideline. Ricebird secondary in good coverage out there, forcing Plumlee to throw it away. It's going to bring up now 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, nobody opened that time as Plumlee rolled out to the far side there and smartly just threw it away, and it will force a 2nd down and 10. A long 3rd quarter here, still 5:32 left.
CAC from the near hash mark. Moving from the south to the north, which is the right to the left on your radio dial. Back to pass, just dumps it out. Once again, number 80 on the reception, Hoover Brogdon.
Cordero Berry again closes quickly and makes a sure-handed tackle there to limit Brogdon to only about 6 yards.
3rd down and 4 coming up from their own 41-yard line. Natural grass field here at Central Arkansas Christian, which is the only grass field that the Ricebirds will play on this regular season. Of course, there's always a possibility we could go somewhere on a playoff game and play on grass, but this is a kind of a rarity. Plumlee takes a snap, rolling to his right, getting some pressure. And on the far sideline, he's going to be wrestled down well short of a 1st down.
He's going to pick up maybe a yard or 2, but boy, Knox Hillman was bearing down on him.
He was coming like a house of fire.
Yeah, he was. They're going to give him about 2 on the play.
Going to bring up now 4th down and 2. Ball a couple of yards shy of the 45-yard line. Mark it back at the 43. CAC going to go for it. They're going to send 3 wideouts to the left, at least 1 to the right, single back in the backfield. Standing to the right of the quarterback now, they're going to move him as a slot on the left. Empty backfield now for Plumlee. Calling the signals, takes it, immediately start going to his left. And he fires the ball, and I'm telling you, it was right on the money, but so was the Ricebird defenders. Yeah. Goodness gracious.
Jordan Minor was right there when the ball got there, and he popped the receiver, and the ball popped out and fell incomplete. What a play a good stop on 4th down.
And Keyshawn McKnight was in on that as well, Brent. Great play defensively, and again, you couldn't ask for a better throw. I mean, it was right on the money.
It was on the money. It was fantastic coverage by the Ricebirds.
So with 4:35 to go here in the 3rd quarter, Stuttgart will take over good field position in CAC territory. They've got the ball at the Mustang 43-yard line. On a really nice evening here in North Little Rock.
Yep. 75 degrees outside, about 55 degrees here in the press box.
That's exactly right. This is an air-conditioned press box, and by golly, it's air-conditioned.
They are proud of that. They are proud of their AC here, aren't they?
That's exactly right. We've got a timeout on the field. Let's take another quick 30-second timeout and hear from some of our great Ricebird football sponsors. You're listening to Ricebird Football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network, and we're back in 30 seconds.
Petrus Auto Group in Stuttgart powers Ricebird football every Friday night, and they can keep you rolling too with a great selection of trucks and SUVs, including Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, Jeep, and Ram. We won't be beat on price, and you can't beat our hometown service after the sale. 2 great locations, including 19th and Main Street for Chevrolet and GMC, and out across from Max Prairie Wings for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. You're always a winner with Ricebird football and Petrus Auto Group in Stuttgart.
And we welcome you back to Ricebird Football, powered by Petrus Auto Group in Stuttgart. Don't forget, 2 locations. They'll serve you well. They got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. That's Petrus Auto Group. Here come the Stuttgart Ricebirds. First down and 10 from CAC territory. Back to pass. Price looking, firing. He's got a man on the far sideline. Did he bring it down inbounds?
Yes, he did. Hayden Prine that time ran all the way across the field, and Kane had a lot of time in the pocket to find him, and a nice throw and catch for a first down.
Clutch. Hayden Prine on the reception. Moves the ball to the 29-yard line of CAC from the far hash mark. Moving from the left to the right. Your Ricebirds with their white jerseys, maroon pants, maroon helmets, maroon numbers. CAC, purple jerseys, gold helmets and pants. Handoff into the line. Good hard run, powering down close to the 20-yard line.
Offensive line doing a fantastic job that time, pushing that D-line back. Taquan Hall on a carry. He's going to have about 6. And that puts him over the 100-yard mark for the night. And on Kane's last pass, he went over the 300-yard passing mark tonight.
I want to mention Dylan Scobie. Great job on that line for the Ricebirds. Several others out there as well. Kane, Price, back to pass. Looking, plenty of time. Boy, look at Dagan Duncan holding off that defender. He fires. He's got his man. Is it complete?
I think it is. Yes, it is.
He goes down to the ground on the far sideline over there. A little uncertainty on my behalf because it's so far from our broadcast position, but he did haul it in. And it is at the 5-yard line. The Ricebirds are going to be looking at first down and goal to go.
Yeah, that was Bray Covington Minor with the sliding catch at the 5-yard line.
Boy, I'm telling you what, that Dagan Duncan over there, I mean, he was tenacious holding that defensive lineman away. Gave all the time that Kane needed. Here come the Ricebirds again. And just lobbing it out to the corner of the end zone.
Oh,
no! They say he's out of bounds.
He caught it, but he was just out of bounds. Well, no, I don't think he did come down with it. He almost did, but boy, that is as far away as you can get from us out there.
That's exactly right.
That was Horde out there, and he went up to try to get a little toe tap, just couldn't come down with it.
Second down, goal to go for the Ricebirds from the CAC 5-yard line. Wide outs on each side, slot on the left, single back standing to the left. The quarterback sends a man in motion, going to pitch to him on a little speed sweep, going around the corner, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Ricebirds.
That's going to be 5 yards on the little shovel pass. That's Bray Covington Minor, number 18, for the 5-yard touchdown. And, I just mentioned a few plays ago that it's been a slow third quarter, but with this, if this extra point goes through, it's going to be a fast fourth quarter.
Yes, it will.
Ricebirds lead 48-14. Dawson McKelvey on for the PAT.
Boy, did CAC take off early or what? Was that not offsides?
And maybe I jinxed us.
Oh my goodness! How can that not be?
I don't know.
Offsides. Anyway, PAT's no good, and the Ricebirds' lead remains 48-14 over the CAC Mustangs. Let's take another quick 30-second timeout. Listening to Ricebird Football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
More students are turning to UA Little Rock because we're leading the way in making college affordable for all Arkansans. With the Pell Grant, the Arkansas Academic Challenge Scholarship, and our half-off scholarship, you can get a college degree without debt. Don't qualify for Pell? No problem. We have options to help you affordably earn a 4-year degree. With scholarships and campus jobs, we're removing barriers for all. That's the Trojan Guarantee. Expect more with UA Little Rock.
With 3:04 to go here in the third quarter, Stuttgart leads CAC 48-14. Dawson McKelvey puts his foot into it. End over and kicks. Going to be fielded at the 11-yard line, coming to the near sideline. And the Ricebird special teams converge on the return man. First one there for the Ricebirds, number 11, Jeremiah Thomas.
Yeah, fantastic job that time of the coverage team not letting the CAC returner get outside, forcing him back inside. Jeremiah Thomas was right there to wrap him up and sling him down just outside the CAC 25-yard line here. 2:33 left. Ricebird with the 48-14 lead.
Return man for CAC was number 25, Zach Withrow. Here come the CAC Mustangs from their own 26-yard line. First down and 10. Plumlee, the quarterback, takes a snap, back to pass, fires on the sideline, got his man complete out across the 30, up close to the 35-yard line here on the near side.
That's number 9 on the catch. Hudson Ritchie is going to have about 8.
Mark the ball just short of the 35-yard line. Here come the Mustangs. 4 wide outs, 2 to each side. Back to pass, going to air this one out long, right? Good coverage down there by the Ricebirds. Intended receiver was number 2, Brody Vantelborg. But the Ricebirds were with him step for step.
Yeah, they were. That was number 29, Caven Bryant. He was the closest one to at that time, but the ball was just thrown over everybody's head. It's going to bring up third down and a long 2.
Quarterback. Shotgun formation, standing his own 29, takes snap, fires across the middle, incomplete, in and out of the hands of number 16, Colt Van Dyke.
Yeah, might have put just a little too much on that one, and they're going to bring out the punting team, it would appear here.
Number 18 is going to go back in punting formation, we do not have on our roster. But we do have number 18 for the Ricebirds on our roster, and he is going to be back. That's Bray Covington Minor. He's going to be standing back at his own 36-yard line. Here's the punt, and it goes way out of bounds.
They're kicking it away from everybody on the Ricebird.
That's right.
That time. No return for you on that one.
And let's see where the official marks it going out of bounds, because, I mean, it landed way out of bounds. He's going to be lucky if it made it across midfield, right at the midfield stripe.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
Right at the midfield stripe, and that's where the Ricebirds will have it. First down and 10 with 22 seconds going here and the clock running. So I'm guessing they have already agreed to implement the mercy rule.
Yeah, that could be, yeah.
Because it is running continuously now. They're not going to be able to get one off.
We are not going to object.
No, we're not.
To that.
3, 2, 1, and that's it. We have got 3 quarters in the books from Central Arkansas Christian. The Ricebirds lead the Mustangs 48-14. We're back with fourth quarter action in 1 minute.
Are you tired of leaking on yourself? Tired of those embarrassing moments? Do you have chronic sciatica? Low back pain? Are you experiencing painful intercourse? Hemorrhoids? Maybe you're dealing with erectile dysfunction. Would you like to improve your balance? And the incontinence. Did you know that all of that can be resolved in as little as 3 weeks? That's right, only 28 minutes twice a week for 3 weeks. Most people notice a difference after their second session. The Encella by BTL is so easy to use. You stay fully clothed. It's totally non-invasive. And there is 95% patient satisfaction. This is a breakthrough for incontinence and ED. And we here at the Katie Shack have made all of this relief possible for you. So why put up with those symptoms, especially now that you know that there is a cure? We have special financing available, and we have amazing, affordable packaging deals. This is FDA approved and proven. Please call us at 870-873-4300 and let us help you on this journey to a better, healthier way of life.
And we welcome you back as we start the fourth quarter of action from CAC High School in North Little Rock. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman, the Stuttgart Ricebirds with a 48-14 lead over the Mustangs. Second down, 8 coming up as we start the fourth quarter of action with a continuously running clock. Wideouts on each side, but just look for a heavy dose of ball on the ground here for the Rice Birds. And we've got a new quarterback in there as well, number 8, Bradley Benton. Boy, Bradley covered it up with both arms, and he got some good yards out of it, picks up a first down at the 40-yard line. Ball touching the 40-yard line on the CAC side.
Yeah, he's going to pick up 10 yards on that one. Benton, number 8, his first action of the year.
Wide outs on each side, but again, look for a heavy dose of ground attack here.
Yeah.
On the carry for the Rice Birds is number 20, Chance Clark. Little speedster, I'm telling you, I just love to see him get in the clear.
Yeah, absolutely. If he can ever make it through the line there, find a little crease and get it in the open field, he is hard to catch.
Gain of a couple, second down, 8 coming up from the 38-yard line. From the far hash mark. Whoa, and a snap over the quarterback's head, and he picks it up, and he's going to make something out of this, Brent. Goodness gracious.
Wow, what a play.
Golly. I thought for all the world he was just going to jump on it for a big monster 10-yard loss on that, but he picks it up, he turns the corner on there. I'm telling you what now, what a job by number 8 for the Rice Birds, Bradley Benton.
Yeah, he gained 2 yards on that play.
Yes, he did, on what should have probably been a 10-yard loss.
Yeah, third down and long 5.
Yeah, 6, Here we go. He's got Chance Clark standing to his left. And I'm telling you, he's a head taller than Chance, too. Another high snap. There's a pass over in the flats, and intended receiver for the Rice Birds was number 32, Daniel Poole.
Yeah, and he was open, too.
He was.
Just a little bit too high for Poole to bring down.
4th down and 6 for the Rice Birds from the 36-yard line of the CAC Mustangs. 9:14 and clock moving here in the fourth quarter. Rice Birds sends wide outs on each side. Chance Clark standing to the left of Benton, the quarterback. Another high snap and a little speed sweep here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What an effort.
Oh, flag's down, yeah.
What an effort by number 18, Bray Covington Minor.
It was. On the speed sweep, he was hit coming to the near side, spun around, went around the far side, picked up the first down, but we have a flag right in the middle of the field.
About where he reversed is where the flag was thrown.
Yeah, but what an effort, though, by Covington Minor.
That'll earn you some future playing time, a play like that, that kind of an effort.
It's going to be a hold.
Still going to be 4th down, though. The Rice Birds will still retain possession of it here, at least for another play. Yep. See if they can get the first down.
Yep. Bringing on some more subs here.
Yeah, let's see what we've got going here. I'm not real sure.
We're going to punt.
Yeah, here comes Hayden Prine in. Yeah, good job.
See if we can pin them back deep here and run some more clock off here. Clock rolling, just under 8 minutes left in the game.
Natural grass field here at CAC. Got a big purple and white. Oh, my goodness, a snap way over Hayden's head. And Hayden gets his foot into it. Holy mackerel, are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness, Hayden Prine. He has to run down the ball, chase it down, then he turns around, he puts his foot into it. A heck of a punt inside the 25-yard line down to the 24.
Wow, yeah, fantastic effort there by Prine. Just to run it down, probably about 15 yards back.
Yeah.
Picks it up and then still gets a fantastic kickoff, pins them down back inside the 25. Just a fantastic effort there on another high snap.
Oh, man. I'm telling you. Here comes CAC. They've got 3 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field, empty backfield. They do have a slot on the right. Quarterback Plumley back to pass, and this one is a low pass, but it is caught across the 20 out to about the 24-yard line, and just about back to the line of scrimmage, or maybe.
Yep. Orrin Mack on the tackle.
Just did get back to the line of scrimmage on that one, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Did move the ball now to the near hash mark. Good to see Orrin Mack out there, number 58 for the Rice Birds on the line. Look at that effort for that defensive line of the Rice Birds. Here comes Plumlee, the quarterback, and he stays in bounds and took a couple of licks.
Yeah, he probably needs to go ahead and just step out of bounds there.
Out there was 32, Danier Poole, and 33, Chandler Chambers for the Rice Birds.
You don't need to take any unnecessary hits at this point of the game.
3rd down and 6 coming up for CAC. Plumlee, the quarterback, takes a snap, rolling to his left. Looking, fires, got a man right across the middle, wide open. Rice Birds converge on him quickly, but he gets a 1st down for CAC. Move the sticks.
Let's see who that is. Number 16. Yes.
Colt Van Dyke.
Okay, he's going to pick up about 9 in a 1st down.
Rice Birds have some fresh jerseys in there as well. Here's Kipton Carey here in the secondary. Kipton's done a nice job so far this year. Mentioned Danier Poole, Chandler Chambers.
Looks like who we got out here on the near side. Yeah, Danier Poole, as you mentioned.
2 wideouts to each side now. And quarterback is going to call timeout. Timeout, CAC. Let's sneak in another 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Stuttgart Rice Birds on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
There are trucks, and then there's the truck. GMC's Tough Sierra 2500 HD Denali. GMC's top-rated crew cab truck from Smart GMC could be yours just for playing at Saracen Casino Resort. Play your favorite Saracen games this month for your chance to be driving home in a GMC Denali pickup. It's not just any truck, and Saracen Casino is not just any casino.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back to CAC. Quarterback Plumlee rears back and throws it into pretty good coverage out there. Intended receiver number 9, Hudson Ritchie, but Rice Birds stride for stride with him, including number 13, Kipton Carey.
Kipton Carey, and can't see who this is right here.
I can't either.
I think it's 21 for the Rice Birds. Yeah, 21.
Yeah, Quaterion Bennett.
Yep.
2nd down and 10 for CAC. Little screen pass out in the flats. Getting a couple of blocks, turning it upfield, gets the ball into Rice Bird territory, picks up a 1st down on the stop over there for the Rice Birds. Lucas Snow, number 75. Good to see Lucas out there.
Yeah. 15
also,
yards on that reception.
Also 52, Cameron Altman for the Rice Birds. Fresh set of downs for CAC with 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Stuttgart with a 48-14 lead. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Plumlee's the quarterback. He is the coach's son. Fires out, got his man, number 9, complete. And some pretty good coverage out there now by the Rice Birds as they converge on him. Kipton Carey was there.
Yeah, CAC trying to get one more touchdown on the board here, it would appear.
Jesus Rodriguez Sanchez out there for the Rice Birds as well. 1st down and 10 for CAC from the Stuttgart 35-yard line. 3 minutes, 23 seconds to go. Clock moving continuously here in the 4th quarter. Sportsmanship rule. Lots of pressure. Oh, and that was a block in the back. Right there, not called. Well, maybe it was called. Maybe it was called.
A flag coming down. Big number 75 out there, Lucas Snow, on the defensive line for the Rice Birds as well. Let's see. Ineligible man downfield. Okay.
Well, at least they got one of them.
Yeah, they got one. We'll back them up, and the clock is still rolling. So 2:45 left here in the 4th quarter. Rice Birds with a 48-14 lead.
Marches it back to the 40-yard line, so it's going to bring up 1st and about 14 for CAC. CAC still with all their first-teamers in.
Yeah.
Rice Birds getting a lot of fresh jerseys in, getting some good playing time here. Plumlee, the quarterback, takes the snap from an empty backfield. Is going to air this one out long. He has got a receiver close. Riceburg defender had fallen down, but the ball was a little bit overthrown. Intended receiver there was number 80
yeah.
Hoover Brogdon.
Yeah, that was Quartarian Bennett in coverage.
And he was right with him, stride for
was.
try, but I think he got his feet tangled up,
right.
And he went down, but the ball overthrown. 2nd down and 14 coming up now for CAC. From the near hash mark, quarterback takes the snap. Now just a little screen pass to the near side here. Number 18 on the reception.
It's going to have about 8 yards.
We don't have an 18 on our roster.
He's also 18 is also the place kicker and the punter.
Out there in coverage, number 35, Jesus Rodriguez Sanchez for the Rice Birds. 2 wideouts left, 2 white. Ball's on the near hash mark. Fires it out again, number 18. And instead of stepping out of bounds, he steps back into the big pile of Riceburg defenders led by number 26, Caden Holbert.
He's going to have about 7. It's going to bring us under 1 minute here.
So Marion Houston was out there as well for the Ricebirds. 41 seconds, clock moving. 1st down and 10. For CAC, airs it out. He is bound and determined. He is going to, oh my goodness, they're going to call pass interference on the Ricebirds, and that ball wasn't anywhere near being catchable.
No, it wasn't, and both players had their hands on each other that time.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't think they're going to get another playoff.
I think you're right. I think that's going to do it.
12 seconds left and the clock rolling. That's going to do it.
And they are satisfied with that. CAC retreats to their sideline. So do the Ricebirds, and this one is in the books. The Stuttgart Ricebirds come to North Little Rock and come away with a big 48-14 win over the Central Arkansas Christian Mustangs in non-conference action. We'll take a time out here. We'll come back for the Blue Seal Petroleum post-game show. Brent will have our end-of-game stats. We'll look at the scoring summary and maybe even catch up with some scores from around the area when we come back on the Blue Seal Petroleum post-game show from Central Arkansas Christian here in North Little Rock. We'll get started on that in 4 minutes.